What is up, guys? Cyberhoudini here, and welcome back to Remnant 2. Yes, we're back in this amazing fucking sequel. It's kind of taken the internet by storm. I love to hear that. I played the original with Pyro, Remnant from the Ashes. Really fun. These guys started with like Darksiders 3 and a few other games, and they've kind of come into their own, you know? They also made like a melee version of this called Kronos from the Ashes, if you're feeling a bit peckish for something besides guns. As you can see, this is a Shooter Souls if you've never played it before. It's 50 bucks out there. If you want to take a chance on it, I would definitely recommend it. It's kind of a randomizer built into the game, you know, instead of waiting for mods and stuff. It's really cool. So you could be playing one world with one boss, and your friend could be playing another in the same dimension, you know. It's kind of cool. But you're getting different bosses all the time. They've definitely taken that and ran with it for the sequel. Obviously, we've got new classes, new archetypes like Alchemist, Medic, and the Handler. I think is a personal favorite and a lot of people's favorite, with your little companion dog. Super fun. We got melee in there as well, but it's more like a cheeky little afterthought if you get in trouble. Yeah, I think we'll move on to a new world now. We've definitely fleshed out Lossum as much as we can. We kind of saw both sides of that, which is really cool. Two big overarching world quests with different bosses. We finished off the Nightweaver, the legendary, inside of a very creepy asylum. I dig that so much. And then we went and visited Pyro's world, and we saw the one true king. Two different factions of Fae fighting each other. What a clever fucking idea. So we've had a couple of upgrades since then. We got the Nightweaver weapon. We've changed up our costume now. We're still a handler, but we're kind of wearing the high noon stuff. So we're getting a little western up in this bitch. Elias. But yeah, so once you'd finished off one of the world bosses, with it being the Nightweaver, it's opened up the Labyrinth, which is something that the first game had, but they never explored too much. It was just this creepy area between worlds, you know? Very sci-fi. I love that kind of stuff. I'm knee-deep into The Expanse right now. It's super fun. Like, as someone who's not a big fan of politics, it actually kind of toes that line very well. I like it. Alright, here's our little pooch here. We can also, I think we also have him leveled up enough where I can pick a secondary archetype, a secondary class. You see this here? Got some nice rings, got some nice weapons. I'm digging it. So you can have him like as support dog, attack dog, guard dog. Pretty cool. Definitely a class that's helpful with solo, but also with helping with friends as well. Alright, I wonder where you go to change your archetype. Maybe Wallace? Where is Wallace? Wallace! Let's give it a shot. Yeah, they call classes archetypes, so if you ever see that, just think class. Kind of cool. I don't know how this is going to work exactly, but we'll see. Like, how do you have both skills going at the same time? Yeah, I have very little complaints about this. Like, a lot of things are on the square button. That's about it. It's just, I get used to that in certain games. And maybe like the skill, pressing L1 and R1 to do a skill that also activates your gun skill. It can get a little bit cumbersome, but it is what it is.
Traveler.
I rarely ever do it, so it's not much to give out about. Alright, let's see. So, this here, I think, messes around with that. I wonder how you get some of the base stuff. Well, what I love about this game, it's just out, so everybody, including myself, we're all just trying to figure things out as we go, you know? Let's have a look. So it looks like if you get to level 10 of your first archetype, it opens up the second one. Oh, I can feel a sneeze coming on. That's why I got so quiet there. Sorry. I got 3 drinks in front of me, huh? It's a brand new week. We're coming into a new month, August, if you can believe it. Sweet baby Jesus. We have Atlas Fallen coming, Sea of Stars. We have Armor Core 6 from Software. So we're getting a juicy good, this busy month. I'm so excited. Alright. How do you get a second one? Collecting trait points. Total of 10 trait points accumulated throughout the life of their campaign to be able to add a second archetype. Okay. Engrams. So this is where this comes in. This is one of these engrams I got from a boss. These can be turned into different types of... Let's see. Different types of new archetypes. I need to visit Wallace with the engram. Alright, okay. With knowing the players want to change their primary archetype to progress from their... Yeah. Not carry over. Okay, we could... I probably won't pick this one, but we'll see what this one does anyway. I think this one leads to the Alchemist. What I do want to do is, like... Philosopher's Stone.
Till next time.
Alright. Alchemist can now be selected, chosen during character creation. Cool. So how does this work? Just go in there, select engram, bonded. Oh! Then Alchemist. Okay, cool. Well, that's not really what I want, but that's how you do it, right? I want, so the starting archetypes is Handler, Medic, Challenger, which is a brute tank, you know, and then a Gunslinger, which, as you can imagine, is a fucking shooting expert. That's the kind of one I want to base the Handler with the Gunslinger. How's it going, Amid? How you doing? Here's to a new week, buddy. I hope you're doing well. How was the concert? Yeah, it was good. It was good. I was on Thursday. I spent the whole day up there. It was nice just to kind of relax. It took them a couple of hours to come on. I think the venue just opened up early just to get some punters in to buy some drink, you know. That's kind of how Ireland is now. A lot of those things have been pushed back, where there's a kind of a new sort of curfew. It's been there since COVID, but I think everybody's happy enough. So usually in Ireland, what happens is last call is around midnight, you know. But people can do this thing called a lock-in, which is kind of illegal. Like, the cops will shut it down, but it's where if the proprietor knows you well enough, he'll basically literally lock the doors with you in there and keep serving until, God, 2 or 3 or even 4 in the morning, you know. So yeah, so people were kind of complaining about that, because you can imagine the type of noise that brings. So with COVID, they had to introduce a curfew just to get people home and get them off the streets, get them out of the pubs, you know. And that was like 11:30, and no bullshit, like get out, we're closed. And I think they kind of keep that going as well. And you know what? It's kind of for the best. Like, I'm all for a good time for sure, but there has to be a time where people just call it quits. Because we live in a world where people will favour greed over everything else. And it's no different with pubs, you know. You got these belligerent drunks who get very, very angry when they're drunk. And the pub is just like, well, it's not our fault. We only served them 15 drinks, you know, that kind of way. So there has to be some accountability there. So I'm hoping this kind of curfew stuff, it's not even, now it's not just even a curfew, it's just like it's the law, you know. And I'm hoping what that'll do is just have people calm the fuck down. I don't think it counts for clubs in that. Clubs, I think, are different. Because I know most people, myself included, if you're going out to the clubs, you're going to get a little shit-faced before you go out just because they charge so much, you know. But with the pubs, what people do here and everywhere, I suppose, really, is they'll go out for dinner, you know. They go out for dinner like 6 or 7, even in the pub, and stay there for the night, getting pissed drunk after eating some stuff, you know. So people could potentially be drinking from 6 p.m. And then obviously you've got the lifers, the alcoholics who literally spend their day, like, it was only like a week or 2 ago that I was coming home, and it's kind of raining a bit, and I saw someone collapse on the street. And I went over and helped it. I thought it was a man having a stroke because he was slurring so much. This was only 3 p.m. in the day. So I was like, you know, your brain doesn't think it's some fucking alcoholic schlop. But that's exactly what it was. So I stayed with him. I called the ambulance anyway, because when they're that old, like, he's ended up either going to actually do himself harm or pass out and choke on his vomit or something. I don't know. But I wanted to help him, but it just annoyed me that he was allowed to get that fucked up at 3 p.m, you know. But yeah, that's the Irish way. We can't quite shake our fucking old alcoholic ways, our stereotype. Alright, I think there's not much I can do for now. I just want to see what the gunslinger engram is. I'll find it down the way. Let's see, I'll find out what it's called. So it's called Iron Cylinder. is the for the gun. Each of them had their own specific. Oh man, I think I picked that up somewhere. God damn it. Alright. Can be equipped by players using architects. Let's see, whereabouts is it? So you get it from something called Worn Cylinder. Oh, Worn Cylinder, sorry. W-O-R-N. And that is... You gotta get it from the third world. Okay, cool. So the way this game works, it's completely randomized, and you get... In the first game, you got different bosses. This one's even way further. You're getting whole different areas. So, like, I was playing with Pyro, and shit was going down in his world that was not going down in mine. So, when you start the game, obviously just the nature of the beast, you're not really going to know where the fuck you're going to end up, you know? So, we end up in a creepy insane asylum, and he was in this palace, you know, so it's completely different. So that was cool. Now, just with the first game as well, if you want to play the other side of things, you're like, oh fuck, I didn't get it because of RNG. You don't have to exactly start your game all over again, you know. How's it going? Hello, Dynamite and Megan. You're so nice for coming in, guys. I appreciate that. You can do this thing called adventure mode, and you can re-roll that as much as you want. You can re-roll the campaign as well, but you know, if you're in the nature of finding things, maybe you're not going to want to do that. But yeah, adventure mode is cool. You literally don't lose any of your progress. You're just fucking chilling. Look at this place. So every time you do this, you get a different map, which is awesome. This was lotsome. It was very like Bloodborne, you know. You have these Dran and Fey people, which were kind of like dark elves, kicking the shit out of each other. And in my game, I got this sanatorium, which is kind of cool. But then, say, like, I moved over to adventure mode, if you could see that there, just so I could see the other side. And it's as simple as that. Now, if I go in here, watch, boom, now it's the palace. See? And it's really cool. Just think of it as parallel dimensions. And it's not too confusing. It was at the start. Because in the first game, you were still going to the same places. It was just different bosses. This one now, it's different places and different bosses. So the possibilities are pretty endless. How was everyone's weekend? I hope you're all doing well. Played anything new or anything cool? So this is the labyrinth. I was kind of talking about that. This is the world between worlds. They love doing this shit. You can tell there's going to be some cheeky bosses here. Come on, little pooch. Let's go to a new world. I think we spent enough time in Lonesome. We've seen nearly everything it has to offer. Let's see what this place has to offer. Can I use that? No. Okay.
I must be missing something.
I like this stuff. Very multiverses. Did you get any new skins or anything, Dynamite? I see they put Terminator. Look at this little shit. Put Terminator in Fortnite. And they're gonna put Jujutsu Kaisen in Fortnite as well. Do you watch Jujutsu at all? Cryptid ring. Amid. Is it any good? It seems a little more mature. Using a mod generates 10% of max health over 10 seconds. Cool. Legs are almost back to nice. And you know what? As soon as they heal up again, you're going to go on another one. That's the way to do it, man. That is the way to do it. Every time they heal and the muscles get strong again, they're just getting stronger 100% again. Okay, how the fuck does this work? Where does this go? Let's try up here. Nice! Go good. Played some Skyrim. Nice. Believe it or not, there is thoughts of a Oblivion remake coming. Look at these little dudes. They're so cute. So when you hear that foghorn, usually means they release a big bad like this guy. Hey, bitch! Damn. You a big bitch. Oh wow, he does that afterwards? Cheeky. What's going on? Alright. Nice, so I can use a special move for my dog and he'll start healing me. These seems to be the locals. So this, even though this doesn't look like much, I think this is like signifying each world. Which is kinda cool. I like that it's kinda randomly generated like that. These are obviously the keepers of the labyrinth. So yeah, these guys, Gunfire Games, like they made Darksiders 3 and Chronos from the Ashes and that. And they're really coming into their own. Shard. Look at all these fucking rings, man. I'll never be able to find half the stuff. Increases mod damage. Okay. Lots of mod stuff in here. I see, I see. Seems to be a crystal in here as well. Yeah, cool to see. So that means there would have been... I think the only anime they didn't really put in there is like One Piece, Demon Slayer, out of the big ones, you know. What the hell's down there? Nothing good. I wonder what the second world would be. I saw there was like a sci-fi city. It was like a weird jungle fucking place. Who knows? Right, this seems to be a possible area we can go into. Yeah, so I'd be down for an Oblivion remake. I think what they want to do is create that remaster, remake, and offset the insane... Is that invisible? No, okay. Insane time it's taken for Elder Scrolls 6, you know? Because I still think Elder Scrolls 6 will be 2026, you know? Give it enough time between Starfield. The only problem is... It's not really a problem, it's just, once again, the big publishers not recognizing, but... There's a wonderful fan-made project that's going on called Skyblivion, and it's basically creating Oblivion in Skyrim. It's a huge project. It's taken, by the time it'll be finished, it'll have taken almost 10 years, but it looks amazing, Skyblivion. And I was really hoping that these companies would jump on these fan-made projects, you know? It can't be that hard, you know? Why can't they just pay them and bring them on as a team, you know? Like, right now Bethesda are doing a little bit of that, but it's kind of... It's not exactly the way they should do it, right? They're... Basically, there was a Fallout London project done, where these guys took an existing project like Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas and built a whole new world out of it, you know, called Fallout London. And Bethesda have been poaching the team that created that instead of, you know, paying and keeping them working on that and release it as an official thing. Like, how would you guys feel about that? Like, would it feel second best? Would it feel like, if it was done right, I would love that. The Witcher guys have been doing that. They've been finding people who have been modding Witcher 3 and just brought them on, you know. They helped with the Witcher 3 next gen upgrade. That's the way to do it. But I'd love to see things like Skyblivion be officially supported, Fallout London, you know, that kind of way. Because these guys work hard, and I hate to see like 5 years, 10 years of work put into something, and then you've got the ban hammer that comes down, you know, Nintendo style. That's horrible. When in reality, what we'd love is them to just take it on, you know. All they'd have to do is just buy it outright, and then let the team keep doing their thing and bring on some expertise. All right, cool. I didn't know if I could get back up there. So yeah, we'll see about that. Skyblivion looks cool. An Oblivion remake, remaster is definitely welcomed for sure. I mean, these games they don't hold up as well anymore, graphically or that, but by God, they're still incredible. Me personally, Oblivion is still the GOAT. Like, I love Skyrim, I love dragons, it's amazing, but it very rarely ever talks about the actual Elder Scrolls, so yeah. I always felt that I'm like, am I playing Dragon Simulator? It's still wonderful. It's still the best feeling Elder Scrolls, just because it's the last one that was iterated on, you know. Let's see if I can get into this one too. Which one should we go for? Middle one or last corner one? But yeah, Oblivion, just with the Oblivion gates, the Daedric princes, it's so connected to the giant. Can I use this then? How do we get in here? I might not be able to do this yet. How do we use these labyrinths? These are obviously portals to new worlds. It's just a matter of actually having access. I've seen these in certain areas, so there must be a way. Oh jeez, I'm shit out of luck. Why give me access to this place if I can't really go anywhere? I'll figure it out. I probably have to beat some kind of boss here and I'll get a key to these portals. Don't you love it? I like that they explored this. There was a little bit of this in the first game, but it was just a cheeky hallway going, the fuck? You know, the doors between worlds and all that. Yeah. Was the first season not exactly my thing? Maybe it gets more going. Yeah, okay. Interesting. See, I would have thought the other way around a bit. I would have thought you'd like something like Demon Slayer or Jiu-Jitsu. Not really liked My Hero. That's why I was kind of ragging on My Hero. I'm like, who's actually watching this over the age of 12? Well, apparently, a lot of people. So I should just mind my manners. Mind your fucking manners. Excuse me. Hello there, you flying bastards. These guys are cute. I want to kill them. They're cute little guys. Motherfucker. No. Hell no. Where you at? Come on, you big fucker. Doo-doo-doo-doo. What's this? Iron? Oh, you the one that spawned? Oh, I am the one that spawned. That's it. Open up that weakness. Thank you. The labyrinth. So the way this world works is it seems to go on power levels. It's a little bit different in the first game. We don't have exact little health and stuff to upgrade. I don't know what's making that noise. I don't want to know. Goodbye. Ciao for now. Nice. But usually at the start of a month, end of a month, they announce the next month's, you know, PS Plus games and all that. Which is nice. But then, in the middle of the month, they announce the PS Plus extra stuff. Fuck knows, man. These names, man, I swear. They all get Elon to fucking name their stuff. Like, think about what we're gonna do for the next Xbox, like Series X squared. Like, what the fuck are they gonna call it? Okay. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna go through it anyway. Cool. Got some kind of weird religious imagery. A dense silicon ring. Okay. This place is a fucking maze. I love it. New skins of Fortnite. As happy with what I got already. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm secretly waiting for the turtles, I'll be honest. I'm chilling. You know, it'd be nice to get Futurama, but I'm like, We'll see. I'll tell you one thing though, just the nature of the beast. I ended up getting the battle pass because I had enough, and then it would give me more V-Bucks. So I was like, fuck you. So yeah, I put like 900 in and then walk away with 1500. You know, I was like, ugh. Didn't want to, but I'd be like, would this not be stupid of me not to do, seeing as I'm playing it? Like, yes, it would be stupid of me not to do it, but I don't want to do it. Looks like they use these little purple. I love it. They're like little lighthouses. If lighthouses could talk. There's a big bitch. You guys shouldn't wear your weakness so open. Silly bastards. Alright, this seems to be a whole other area of more portals. God damn! What a nice place you got here. It makes it seem endless, right? But I think it only has 4 or 5 worlds, which seems quite small. Like I'll throw it out there, but trust me, I'm about 10 hours into this game and I haven't left the first world. So it's anything but small. This game is fucking huge. And the fact and the randomized nature just leads to unbelievable amounts of replayability. That's the name of the game. So yeah, I think the next big game I'll be playing this month will be Atlas Fallen, which is a new game from Deck 13. It's a high fantasy hack and slash game, but it has like open world components to it, where you can sand surf around, and it also has some co-op too. So we'll see about that. I fuck with that a lot. The Surge was a sci-fi exoskeleton Souls-like, you know? Whereas Atlas Fallen just seems hack and slash. But one cool thing that the Surge did to change up the Souls-like formula, just like this one being Shooter Souls, with the Surge, you attacked specific body parts and dismembered people for maximum damage. And people either hated that or loved it. I personally loved it because it created a strategy in the combat. And they're actually bringing that over to Atlas Fallen, where if you so choose, you can dismember parts of big giant monsters. But yeah, the people working on the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, remaster, and now the Oblivion one,
Not bad.
are called Virtuos, and I think they're Chinese based, but they do a lot of this kind of stuff for mixed results, a lot of porting and remaster stuff. And just because of the nature of the beast, the dude left the studio and immediately leaked all of his work. Now, whether he did that just for portfolio's sake, a lot of them do that on LinkedIn and stuff, or he just did it because he's a bit gruntled. He's a bit disgruntled. That's not open yet either. So yeah, that's what happened. He leaked the Oblivion remake. He's leaked. They're working on 2 projects of their own, and one of them is meant to be basically a Shadow of the Colossus successor. We'll see about that. There is a lot of them. There's a lot of Shadow of the Colossus type games out there. I've played a few of them. It's a genre that I never knew I needed as much as I thought I did, you know? Because I have a lot of great love for Shadow of the Colossus. It's one of my all-time favorites. Oh my lord! You're gonna what the fuck, man? Damn, little rock dude just committed toaster strudel. Why'd you do that? That seems healthy down there, doesn't it? Everyone loves a good labyrinth. Labyrinth, come in. What's he been up to, man? The dude just dropped one song. Fuck. Oh, lads, quit it. That's not nice. It's like when your little brother hides around the corner and then fucking punches you straight in the dick. Ain't life grand with your dick in your hand? So yeah, that'll be fun. And then Sea of Stars is coming to Game Pass and PS Plus. That's right at the end of the month. But that's a brand new pixel art indie RPG. Looks amazing. It's going to be like 3 party members running around. Just gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. It's from The Messenger, guys. If you know The Messenger. That was the 2D ninja game. What the fuck is that? It's like that Rock of Ages game. What the hell's going on in here, lads? What's this blue shit? This is new. Is there now armor or shields or something? Oh, you're gonna shout out more babies? Yeah. We're doing pretty good in terms of damage. Ammo is a severe problem right now, though, but something we hope to figure out. I'm hoping my dog will find a way to respawn ammo. But yeah, so far, hardest boss was the Night Weaver. Very creepy dream demon taking on all of these people and fighting that with Pyro. We were both getting rocked. But once I got the timing of our ground pound down, it was over. Oh yeah, when is that Lego collaboration happening? Doctor Who, yeah, even though it's been delayed. So we never know, you know, we never know when. And yeah, Lego could be cool if they actually change the whole world into Lego. Could be cool. Jesus. This one seems open. Hold on, I like shortcuts. Can I open this? We just shoot it? Ah. Open sesame. Is this just the top of the stairs? It is, alright. Top of the stairs to you. And then From Software has a new game coming out this month as well, Armored Core 6, which is not a typical Souls-like. So you're gonna have a lot of the From Software fans going, "Where's me Estus? Where's me bonfires?" It's a mech. It's a mech shooter. I'm actually a huge fan of Gundam and mech stuff. I have been. How can you not be when you're a kid, you know? I have been for the longest time. My favorite mech series of all time is Zone of the Enders, which was made by Kojima, the Metal Gear Solid guy. And I want to play them on stream one time. They're not easy though. That's the beauty. It's the most anime thing you'll ever fucking see. It's up there with Evangelion. Beautiful Japanese orchestral anime music mixed with high intensity mech fights. I'd say it's way better than Armored Core, but we'll see how this new Armored Core is like. There's talks of 6-player co-op. Just wanted to get that going. What I seem to like about Armored Core 6 is they're going for a semi-open world nature, even just to hold all the big bosses. So I kind of fuck with that. I don't know what to. I wasn't expecting a whole ass level in here. This is cool. Also has potential for you to come back as well. Wait, was I here before? Technically, I wasn't. I don't feel like the levels themselves are procedurally generated or anything like that, but there are certain moments where I'm fucking convinced that something looks like I'm walking around in circles. At least maybe I am. Maybe I am. I'm trying to see what's progress and what's just messing with me, you know. Watched alone over the last few days, so people have serious outdoor skills. Hell yeah! I saw that there's a new A24 horror movie out. You know, they did like Hereditary and all that. They're pretty damn good movie studio, especially in the wake of the garbage fire that is Hollywood right now. It's called Talk to Me, I think it's called. And I believe the directors were YouTubers turned directors. They might even maybe part of one of those really good YouTube channels. What's it called, like Creep and stuff like that, Creep TV. Whoa! I fell down! That was cool. I smell a little boss. I know Lacuna is headed off this week, and I think Pyro's heading off as well, so I'd say we'll just be chilling enough this week, I'd say. Aish. If you got a decent PC, just download Oblivion and graphics mod. That's true, that is very true. At this day and age, that's the idea, isn't it? And the same with like, this thing moving? Same with emulation and that. You've got a good enough PC. Fuck everything else. Hello? I see a lot of people playing this, and they're doing like nightmare runs and stuff like that. That might be something I might try out, especially with that adventure mode. It never gets in your way. You can just move over and start like a... Think of like story. A story campaign and then a little side campaign. Damn, this is like when Minecraft turns bad. Leave my dog alone! That's right, bitch. Taste the rainbow. I saw the Spider-Man 2 PS5 stuff was going on sale. It's all pretty much gone at this point. It'll be scalped, don't worry. Faceplates, console, and controller. Honestly, not to be a stickler, but not really gone on them. I haven't been gone on PlayStation's collector stuff in quite a while. They don't seem to 100% get it. They're all cool in their own right, you know, from the Arkham stuff to way back. But they always like, it's always like a little piece onto the console, you know. They never commit to fully just doing the whole console, and it pisses me off. It's been a while. I think Nintendo's the only one that truly gets it right. But nowadays with the they just do the docks, so it's not as cool anymore. But the old consoles, the old handheld consoles, 3DS, 2DS, it was so cool. You'd have a complete motif, you know. Xbox do a decent job, but it can also be a bit shit too. Is this moving or is that just me? This looks like a boss. Is this thing like, look, watch. It changes, look. It fucking changes. It's this. Oh, fuck. Oh, am I dead? Oh my god. Holy shit, dude. That was brilliant. What's this? That's your death, motherfucker. That was brilliant. Somebody buy that guy a hamburger. You son of a bitch. You fucking debated the shit out of me. Oh, Lord. Well done. Well done. I wish to congratulate you. I just walked into a beginner trap. Oh, it's funny as fuck. So yeah, lots of great games coming up. In like September, what I'm gonna try and do with Starfield is, I'm not a big fan of this early access shit. It drives me up the wall, to tell you the truth. I'm gonna try and get my hands on it early, just to get a start on things, you know. Scoot about. I'm excited for it though. I've been kind of staying away from too many games that are like that, you know. But we'll see. Zabadoo-doo. Alright, so this is the boss. You can tell right there. I technically don't want to go to that one just yet. This one. Is this the one to kill me? Yes. Oh. Alright, there's something there. Hold on now. Hold on. We got this. What's the definition of insanity again? Sony delayed a bunch of movies. Yeah, they did. It's probably for the best. Monday Armor, Spider-Verse 3, and Craven. Right. People are already like giving Craven shit and saying like, "Oh, this is the real Craven," you know. There you go. I told you there was something here. It was just moving. I don't know you. Jeez. As if like the Craven movie is gonna have anything got to do with Spider-Man. I'm kind of at that point now, to be honest with you, with Spider-Man 2. I don't want to see a single other thing. There's so much out there. I kind of already spoiled myself like 2 years ago anyway. Whoopsie! When the fucking script was leaked. And it does seem to be coming true. And it's going to make for an incredible game. It will trump the original Spider-Man 2. And let's be honest, that's what Spider-Man 2 is going to be compared to. Because at the time, and probably up until right now, I think that's probably the best Spider-Man game we've ever got. Something that obviously sticks to the source material. Maybe too much, you know. Maybe that's not your thing, you know. It is a movie game. But if you look at the other movie games we had at the time and the ones we got after, it's still the best of the bunch. Like Spider-Man the movie, the first game had no floor. If Spider-Man stopped swinging, he died. Like all they did was they modeled half skyscrapers. That was it. But it was still a bit of fun, you know. But my God, the worst thing about it was the wall crawling, where it would change the controls up. So he would start to kind of do this spider spinning. It's funny. What's this? Cypher Rod! Was that word falling to your death tree? What the fuck is this supposed to be? This does not look friendly. Usually the red stuff, it means corrupted luminite crystals. Usually leads to like separate bosses. Maybe I was supposed to shoot these. No. Only the ones with the crystals. Was that word falling to your death, Trevor? Time will tell. Time will tell. Where is it? It's not a... Oh, look, it's not a quest item. It's a crafting material. This device, which fits in the palm of your hand, contains more knowledge than you could ever hope to comprehend. So it's basically my Pornhub. Fuck. It's my Pornhub search history. Alright, then it just brings us back here. I'm okay. I can't feel my intestines. How long before we use our own intestines as a rope? Right, I guess it's boss time. No more falling to... Wait. Yeah, look, it is actually moving a little bit. See, I think you're meant to, like, fall through that. I'm too stupid to realize things. That seems like a dead end or something. Would you just get squashed, I wonder? Oh, I can shoot it and change it? Nah, it might have been just good timing. This looks like a different portal, but it's not. Where's the boss one? Where was the one with the little fog wall at the end? Hello? You guys stop changing the fucking channel. There it is. But Mom, Oh shit, this is gonna fall! No! Dude, they are fucking with me. I love this. They are 100% fucking with me. Every step you take, every fall you fake, I'll be killing you. You dirty bastards. Yeah, I think Disney as well. I'd say Sony probably will try and buy out Marvel 100%. It's probably a good fit. It's just when anything becomes like monopoly like that, you're like, ah. Because this is what happened with the MCU. Disney got too greedy too fast. Lads, I'm trying to fight the boss here. Ain't got time for your wicked crimes. Run, boy! Wait, holy moly! I was not meant to do that. Where's me dog? There he is. Sorry, buddy. You okay? I know. So this gun we got from the Night Weaver is a boss weapon. Look at the fingers on it. It's really good. It only has 10 shots, which is not a lot, but it's pretty strong. But when you go into its mod, most bosses have locked mods. You can't change them. You can see me doing it. I go into the Nightmare Realm, as they call it, where it's basically just a ghost mode, but I have unlimited ammo in that mode. I can still get hurt. It's not completely broken, but it's pretty broken, let's be honest. And obviously, it also has creepy moving fingers as well on it, so yeah. The Night Weaver was really cool. Your typical kind of Doctor Who inspired or Brothers Grimm inspired demon witch wraith visiting people, sucking their life force out of them in their dreams. The usual, you know, the typical fucking sleep paralysis demon that we all know and love. Sometimes you gotta just grab your sleep paralysis demon and fuck the shit out of it. Yeah, huh? Who's paralyzed now? I'm in a wheelchair. Trying to see other like indie games coming out that I want to fuck with as well. I mean, there's just so many. There's this really cool little cutesy game that came out recently called Kai, and it's basically like this little girl, and it's inspired by things like Crash Bandicoot and that, you know. And you're running around on a little island adventure, but it's like fucking Mario and Crash inspired, so it's bollocks hard. Alright, let's go. Is it boss time? Yeah, baby. The boss of the labyrinth, the first of many, no doubt. Shaboink! What'd that do? Hello! Friend or foe, your mother's a hoe, I'm gonna shoot you down for show. Bad dog! Yeah, I've been having some very mixed results with the bosses. Getting destroyed, honestly, which is great. Fuck me! Come on, doggy. Pull that aggro, baby. Come on. Open wide. Time to take your Flintstones vitamins. 312 damage. Not bad. This seems to be just like survive for as long as you can. What are you building? This music. Oh. So yeah, it's gonna be a fucking cracking week. I'm excited. Do some more GTA 4. Days Gone. I wanted to fuck around with Witcher. I never get around to it. Especially with the Witcher series. And I think they've kind of low-key, they're going to just end it there. The support for 3 was atrocious. People are finally starting to do a little bit better. Voting with their time and their wallet. Netflix, Disney, all of them, they need to learn the hard way that whether we like it or not, we are the punters, you know? We're in control of them, not the other way around. They can make the content, but if it's shit, we're not going to support it. Obviously, you've got the Neanderthals that just review bomb everything because they can't. They forget to use their words, you know. Remember, Billy, use your words. Constructive criticism. But it looks like a lot of stuff is starting to fall by the wayside. You know what's super sad though, like, is, jeez, when a show does bad, it's not just as simple as fuck that show, you know. they're out here ruining the reputations of actors, you know, and with the latest one being Secret Invasion with Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury's finally gets a little bit of time to himself, and then they fuck it up, you know. The whole scroll stuff has been really stupid. Looks like this is just, you have to keep fighting until the sphere is complete. Pretty cool. And then it opens this up, whatever this is. This is going to be our portal key, isn't it? Yes.
This looks important.
Amplitude. I think we got a new archetype. No, a new trait. Okay. We have the master portal key. I mean, that speaks for itself. Nice. Not necessarily a boss. More so a cheeky little standoff. I like that. Alright, so now we can go back to those portals we were just at. Strange pedestal. Stone pedestal center chamber. Surreal place. A white beam of light. Strange humming sound coming out of it. Something about this pedestal seems important. Alright, cool. Nice. That was really cool music. So yeah, in Disney's sheer greed, they're gonna start destroying people's careers. Colosseum of Ruin, that's where we're at. Which is kind of cool, is you can see they'll open up a few places. Then there's Fractured Ingress. And then Entangled Gauntlet. They love these names. And the Labyrinth's an actual place, that's cool. I thought it would just be a hallway of many hallways. I dig it, I dig it. This brings me back to a couple other games, a little like Hellpoint, which honestly doesn't get enough love either, which makes me sad. So if I put this here, it's going to activate this elevator, right? But what if I'm supposed to use it on some of the other doors? We're going to find out. A cube-shaped apparatus that seems to stabilize the portals in this particular realm. Do it! Oh, the Allspark. Bumblebee! Thank you. Please pay Shia LaBeouf $20 million for shouting Bumblebee. Ooh. Guess we're going through here. Nice. I like that instantaneous. I believe this is only accessible on the next gen systems and PC. So, but for $50 flat, like no bullshit, $49.99. It's really nice. And I would argue there's more enjoyment here than some of the bigs. Just saying. Yeah, imagine like if they did all Lego and Fortnite. But it makes me think they're just going to do one area. But we'll see. I'm just waiting for the next season so that we can get a little bit of freshness in there. The jungle just wasn't it, sadly. Anything that you're going to change the elevation of a map. It's one thing changing the topography, you know, that's fine. I like different biomes much the next person, but changing fucking elevation, getting people stuck in a hole in a battle royale storm based, you know, get in the circle or die is horrible. You've created a giant prison. That's what you've done. You haven't created a new biome. It's a fucking prison. Speaking of which, another boss. Oh hell no! Angry Cube. Oh shit. This is what's left of Peter Molyneux's cube experiment. Anyone remember that? Oh yes. Who's old now? What was it called? Fucking Solidarity or some shit. He's working on a new game now, Peter Molyneux. You one angry bitch. Leviathan Sentinel. What happened? Hello? Can we get an action replay? Oh dear God. This is definitely not Philip Schofield in the cube, is it? Oh fuck. He's just been cubed. I never had a good feeling about that game. He's a little scummy bastard and now it's come to light. I hate to be that guy, but you'll always see a lot of those presenters. Sadly, a lot of the gay ones too, where they think they can just fucking get away with Anthem. Look what happened. How the fuck? Where am I supposed to go? Holy shit. What was that other guy? Dale Supermarket Sweep and Michael Barrymore. I don't know what that is about. It's something about the oppression of the time, not being able to come out even as a married man. and then mixed with some sick fucking fantasies, and then power, and it all means nothing. Bad dog! Hello? I think my Uber is trying to kill me. Has anyone done that movie yet? Fuck. Where do I go? Mother of pearl! Hello? Jesus Christ. Can I get a paint scrubber to scrape my fucking ass off the ground? Damn. You're not the fastest person in the game, I'll tell you that. Shabba dabba doo! And I can't slow down time. So I just gotta grin and bears. Oh, I'll grin and bear it alright. Ah! Scabada! Shabada! It doesn't have any more weaknesses. Yeah, you better go. You better leave, huh? Tuck your tail between your legs. Who's shooting at me? Kiss my ass. Wait, just. Fuck. Alright. I have died 0 times to actual gunfire, but all times to squishy squashy. Give me one of those giant pizza scrapers out of the oven. You're like, game over, man. Game over! Alright, calm down, missus. Anger won't help you here. Just stay in the middle, it's okay. Can't touch me on the gingerbread man. Right, who dares shoot me in the kidney stone? Ah, I can't hit it. I can just... Me poor dog! You fucking wanker! My poor dog. What did he ever do to you? I think all these cubes are bad. Damn. Revenge of the Lego. What's this purple shit coming towards me? I don't like... Stop it! That can't be good, right? Please don't be insta-kill. Oh, fucking Jesus! Oh. Alright. This is what happens when you don't read the instructions on the Legos, people. Fuck. We have spent many eons standing on Legos, and we thought we could get away from it. No. Now it's time for the Legos to stand on us, motherfuckers. I'm sorry. I know not what I do as I step on you. Please, no. Nice Lego, warm Lego. Little brick of shit. Fucking shit. I'm shitting bricks. If you or your loved ones are shitting bricks, please consult a doctor. Stop showing me on Twitter. I didn't want to see. You dirty bastard. How the hell did you shoot me from there? I'm both honestly impressed and pissed at the same time. I gotta use another gun. This one. Oh, what's this ball of shit? Back! Back, you demons! Ah, lads. Hello? Please. Attack of the Killer Uber. We had Christine, which was the Stephen King thing where the car would eat people. But not the Uber. Das Uber! What a cool boss! Don't give up. The Lego's gonna eat your soul. Like, oh, for fucked grubs! Aww! Damn, we just did a nice bit of ball genuflecting, you know? You don't genuflect and let your balls touch the ground. What are we here for? I hate that. At least grab the cube or grab the ledge or grab your mom. I don't know. Fuck. This level is cool. Son of a bitch. I step on Legos for fun. Damn. God, your middle name must be Danger. Or Clarence. One or the other. It's always one or the other. Clarice? Like every SoundCloud rapper. My name is not Clarence. Stop it. No, you can't hide. Ready or not. Here Clarence comes. I mean, you know, it's just not quite very intimidating when you've got a gangster rapper named Clarence. You know? I'm not afraid of him killing me as much as I'm afraid of, you know, him doing my taxes or something. Clarice? Some people call me the Space Cowboy. Some people call me Clarice. We can do this, man. I'm not moving a muscle. This is my corner. I paid for it. About $2,500 a month. It's good, man. You just have to avoid the brick. Falling brick. Shitting brick. Brick house. What just hit me? I don't know you. We can do this. Zabadoom. Stop killing me, dog. Jesus Christ. Some sick dog killing simulator. Oh, fuck. It looks like it doesn't have much health left. I just have to find the other bricks. Labyrinth Sentinel. You're a big meanie. You big phony. Cause even when I dream of poo, I don't want to do it on you. Cause I miss you, poo. That one is definitely one we need to get. I'm guessing it's the ones that are still purple. I love the color purple. Why is every like kids entertainer and TV show they have the most weirdest accents? Purple. And your poor child wakes up one day and they got a weird fucking accent. The hell did you get that from? Purple. Follow the leader, 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 follow the leader. Don't squash me! As I walk through the shadow of the fucking Legos, I take a look at my life and die. I'm alive! I'm alive! I'm alive! Oh my god, you can actually sit in the holes that you create. Wow. Wow, I never thought this day would come. I never thought I would come live on air. Call me DSP. James, keep your bodily fluids to yourself. This music is sucky. Alright, we can do this. Believe me, if you squash my dog one more time, music sounds better with me. Gotta celebrate, celebrate and dance for free. Don't squash me, music sounds. How come I didn't go underneath the hole that time? Damn. This is not a boss so much as it's a big piece of shit. Son of a bitch. God damn it. Alright. This guy, there's gotta be a better way of doing this. Maybe you have to crouch before you do it. Ah! God, I genuinely don't like PlayStation controllers. It's just sitting on my knee there and it'll just randomly press R2. Like, congratulations, you fucking retards. Can't make a controller to save your life. You've either got no proper bumpers, or you've got these big jutting moronic things. You can always tell that when you get these designers, they're like, yes, let's use robots to press the buttons, use the buttons. You're not designing controllers for robots, you idiots. God damn it. Stupid. Stupid. I gotta step on these Legos. Yeah, you definitely need a more faster fighting weapon for this one, just to hit the... You want to keep moving, but the issue is you don't know the pattern of the cubes, you know? I mean, if the dog's dying, you know it ain't good. It's actually only these two beside me here that are causing trouble. Oh my god, he did two of them at once? You fracker. Come on now. We got this. They definitely give you ample room to maneuver there. Just that one's very cleverly stuck behind the rock. Oh my lord, David. No! The fucking dog's not gonna res me quick enough. I'm gonna die. Ah. God damn, I don't know how we survived that. Oh, they're so sneaky. Is it me or the cubes like speeding up? Because you're closer to killing them, see? They fucking fast as fuck. Who is shooting that purple shit at me? I will kill you. Come on. You can't be doing that. Yes. There's got to be a better position to get these. I think I'm only missing like 2 more. Oh no, me poor dog. Come on, show your ass. Where's the little white knobs on it? Come on. It's on this side, they're so sneaky. Fuck, that scared the No, man. No. This is even like, this is not even pattern recognition because you can't get over there to watch the other cubes. This is like, they should have like a little map thing to show you pattern recognition. God damn it. What up, Bernie? How's it going? My fucking dog. I will kill you. Damn, I hate that splash damage lock on. Fucker. I can't use. This is another boss once again that just does not favor the dog at all. Yeah, I get it down to about this far, and then the last couple of cubes I cannot get eyes on. Ah! Oh my god, the dog just ran into him. Is there nowhere safe? Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Come on, where's the last little? Where is it? This one does not want to reveal it at all. What? It's not on now. No! Come on. Where's the last one? Dude, they're just murking the shit out of my dog. It's gotta be on this side of the cube. Jesus, the damage that does. Oh! There. Yes! One more, one more. It's over here. Come on. Bitch! It's on this one somewhere. I see it, I just need to get eyes on it. Man, the dog just keeps walking into it. I feel bad for you, son. Come on.
Isn't good.
Why won't she use the heal? Oh, fucking hell, man. They're sneaky bastards. Oh, that was close. That was me right there. Conflux prison. That should not have been hard. That was dangerous. I almost chickened out and I was like, no, it's gotta be this. Yeah, the first couple you're like, okay, that's just cube pattern recognition. After that, you just have to put yourself in the fucking shit. Do 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 do. At least we know the dog doing. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's kind of sad. The dog, like, it's useful in little mob stuff, but every boss, poor bad. I think it's just so it's not too easy, but he puts himself in a world of death. It's down here. That was cool the way it was speeding up and doing more damage. Like, dang. What is this? What is this big thing?
That's odd.
You're telling me. Who the fuck is this big guy? It is a big eyeball. Damn. Oh shit, Clementine.
Stop!
This is the chick we've been looking for. Looks like she's turned into definitely some weird telekinetic god. Clementine, you've been a bad girl.
I know them. They're my friends. Please.
This is some kind of core, is it?
What are you doing here? You saved my ass.
Ugh. What's the number on the
Here,
far
save yours.
left?
Wow.
Lives. Where's that now?
You didn't have to do that.
Well, you were pulled screaming into a giant crystal.
I don't think so. No, you don't really have lives in the game.
Kinda did.
When you're dead, you're dead.
Right.
Far left.
I guess.
With the dog, maybe?
I would have done the same. But how did you find me?
To be
Oh.
honest, I'm not sure. But I think it has something to do with...
What have you been playing lately? Oh, there's that strange object. You were saying you were doing some Wolfenstein? Curiosity, yeah, that was the cube. Peter Molyneux cube. Curiosity. Oh god, why do games do that?
What are you?
They love doing
The
noises.
keeper of what?
The realm in which you now reside. All realms.
Keeper, I like that.
Are my mandate to protect.
Reminds me of
Is it
Mass
talking
Effect.
about?
This is the labyrinth. A place between worlds.
Oh.
Connecting the worlds.
Always.
The keeper protects all of them from the root.
Labyrinth. Come in.
We got them out of Earth, but the others.
There is little
And
time.
Youngblood, oh you poor bastard, Jesus Christ.
This segment
Hopefully they've fixed it
where
since
did you
launch.
find it?
That game is pants.
Killed something, and it kind of fell out.
It's one of those games I can tell that they made for co-op, so playing it single player is just
that
ass.
bad? That
People were
sounds bad.
also like pissed about the whole, oh, it's a female lead or whatever. I couldn't give a fuck about that. What difference does that make if it's a good game?
Index can be repaired.
But it's just, it was not a good game. They used a leveling system on a game that,
We could
you know,
do it.
predominantly used just how good you are at shooting
More
the gun.
segments are required.
It was the same thing that
Anomaly will retrieve them.
Assassin's Creed used for their games. It was weird.
What about her?
So you could buy
The
microtransactions
tide
and
must
stuff.
be stemmed. The utility must remain.
The utility?
Ever since like Destiny came out,
Clementine?
people have been chasing that, and then ever since Fortnite came out, people have been chasing that as well. It annoys me. Do
Tears at the seams of this realm. Yet the doorways
you like the little Western thing we got going on now? There's lots of really cool
key grants passage
outfits and armor you can use.
and return them to me.
Alright. I don't think I can trust you. Can you come with me?
Traveler. I hope it didn't cost
I
you
just
so
had to
much
find
me.
100 mythical monsters or so.
I'm so sorry. You shouldn't have had to come after me. I
Clementine.
have told you if I could.
She might
So,
end up being the bad guy.
how's the ward? Yeah, that sounds like Bo.
She's just been chilling in here this whole
Well,
time.
If you
Yeah,
see him
damn.
again, tell him I'm fine. More than fine. I'm at peace.
Alright.
Not that that'll keep him.
I
from
think you're being
worrying.
used.
I do. For so long now, I felt lost, especially on Earth. I felt like I was living someone else's life. I joined the Dreamer program with the promise of making a difference. A chance to do something that mattered.
They do like
I
doing
found
like
it on Reesum, but it didn't
telekinetic
last.
people and all that.
It wasn't real.
People with powers is
These powers.
it's a hell of a trope.
Everything that's no.
She's never coming back to the ward.
Maybe?
Ward.
There was a time I thought the ward would never be home again. It still isn't.
You guys been watching anything cool lately?
Doesn't mean it won't ever be. But I'm needed here now.
There's lots of great shows out there, but sometimes it's just nice to
Not that I've bothered to
go
look.
back to, you know, your comfort
No,
food,
man.
your old faithful.
Nothing that'll make sense, probably. The labyrinth isn't what it looks like. But it also is. Most
Alright.
of this place is like thought.
So
and
what's cool
energy.
about this is it was kind of
So much
teased a
more
little
to
bit
it than
in
your senses
Remnant
see.
1.
I only know
Now
that
we're
because
getting
of
to
my
explore
bond
it.
with the
And maybe
Keeper.
if they ever get to make another one,
The labyrinth, like a heartbeat,
we could explore it even
or
more.
sunlight.
It's a
How
clever
everything
idea
is
because what it does
connected
is
to everything.
it allows you to grow
It is.
different worlds and different
More
games
complicated than I think my
off
brain
of
can even
one
handle.
central idea.
Try asking the Keeper about it.
Mhm.
Take care of yourself. And hey, if you see the ward again, tell Bo.
Alright. I don't want to talk to this keeper. So happens to look like a big floating eyeball.
Anomaly. What does it require?
Call us an anomaly. It's interesting. Probably because we can go between worlds.
I have provided the maximum help that I can. All endeavors will fail if I do any
Probably
more.
some kind of AI
You
or
are the resource now.
yeah.
Find the segment.
Alien AI.
The Keeper. I was the first to rise. I will be the last to fall.
Okay, you say so.
The seat of all worlds. First the core, then the labyrinth, then all worlds that are.
These kind
or
of
shall
portals to different worlds allows them to create
be. The labyrinth
different
must hold fast.
type of biomes, you know? Look at this shit, man. X-Men or what, huh? Yeah, because it's always hard to do that properly. Most games have to adhere to a very strict biome that makes sense in the world, you know? And it's very hard to move away from that if you've got like a jungle theme or earth theme or whatever, or like a sci-fi theme. You can't deviate too much from that. It still has to. But this game would have been in this labyrinth, different portals and that. It's kind of a cheeky way of going, between world to world. Because I was saying, we started off in a almost medieval, creepy, Bloodborne world, and then we'll go to sci-fi worlds and creepy alien planets. We watched Jackie Chan's Drunken Master. Oh, nice, nice. I thought you were going to say Jackie Chan show for a second. Remember that cartoon? That was cracking. What a bit of fun that was. Jackie Chan, Jackie Chan. So this is all just a viewing place for the keeper. So what was that thing you gave me? This is a bit above my pay grade at this point, so it's a quest item. Unassuming looking sphere of light. That's mine. This is hardly innocuous. It opens the way to entire worlds. Entire universes. I like the sound of that. Is a universe where everybody is like a taco, but we're all from Taco Bell, and then people just end up eating us and pooping us out, and you have to go through that experience. So you can see I have a lot of trait points. Alright, so what was the lives? You're the tree down the bottom there. That's actually your heals. Those are your potions. Like Estus flasks in Dark Souls and that. So where do we go from here then? Look at this map. What the fuck? It's such a mess. Looks like we can pick any one of these now. Are these the only ones that work though? What about that one? That one that was all like red and fucked up. Was this it? Just says question mark. Problem with the map is it doesn't have a central cursor to actually see what the fuck you're pressing on. You have to zoom in or just get good with the center. But yeah, I've kind of been making do. Like I didn't want to go back to playing Fortnite until the new season, but it's the way things go, I suppose. But it's been pretty decent actually. A couple of solo wins, duos and trios. Fucking nice. I think in some ways, well, besides the newer weapons, I was playing, I should have fucking saved that. I was playing a game with Squad, right? And I think it was the first time I had concrete evidence of hacking going on, you know? And like the new Mammoth pistol is pretty strong, no doubt, right? But it's not gonna, it doesn't have the capacity to one-shot you. But we got back, we got into the final, and I think it was like 4v3 or even 4v2. We were doing pretty good. Or maybe it was 3 of us versus 3. I don't know. And I'd killed a good few. Like we were down at the end. There was nothing really stopping us. The guy on the cliff started one-shotting us with the Mammoth pistol. And we all had full health. And he won the game with 2 shots. And I was in a tree like behind the cliff. There was no way he could hit me. And when you look back at it, he actually just, it zooms in on you. So yeah, I think they're actually aimbotting with that thing. The fact that it's able to go across giant cliffs, I've no doubt that it has the potential to do some serious damage, but it was a green. It tells you what you're killed from. So there's no way in holy hell that he's one-shotting people from across a cliff. It was crazy to watch. It was the first time I was like, yep, that is 100% hacking. It's so weird to get down to the finale and just be like, alright, so let me see. This is where you want me to go. Alright, nice. Yeah, the loading is pretty quick, which is nice. Definitely tries to take advantage of... bollocks. How do you get to this one? How do you get to this pistol here? Tangled Gauntlet. Let's try that one. It takes advantage of the SSD and all that. So yeah, that was a funny one. That's one of those you can't even be mad about when you lose. You're just like, well, you can't beat a hacker, you know, you just can't. Some of them even have like 1000% health and you couldn't knock it down if you tried. Alright, one of these had like a weird corrupted red portal. And you know me, like that probably means don't go there. But I'll go there. I don't give a fuck. I'm assuming you pick a world and then you're kind of stuck in that place for a bit. No, this wasn't it. I wonder where that was. Looks like there's another area over there. Just have to come back from it. Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of trait points to spend, but I'm actually trying to get the next archetype before I waste those, you know, so we're just gonna have to sit on that screen for a little bit, unfortunately. That's what I do with a lot of upgrade points, level points. And there's a good reason for it. It's not just to piss people off. It's genuinely because you end up dumping points in because the game tells you. Like, most gamers are kind of brain dead like that. Instead of thinking ahead, you know. And then if you do that, you can actually pump them into a whole new skill that you didn't have before. And one that you're like, oh, I wish I saved those points. There is ways of resetting your points, so it's not a big deal, but it'll get costly, that's for sure. Yeah, I saw a clip of someone cheating in the latest event cup using MK and hitting every... Yeah. So annoying. Watching people shoot you through trees. Like, I get that you can get lucky, like we do it when we shoot through bushes, but 90% of us, when we shoot a bush, you're just kind of praying and spraying, hoping you clip something, you know? When they see you through trees and you're getting completely melted, there's no doubt about it. And it's not that hard, that's the problem. If cheating and hacking was a hard thing, no one would do it because most people are lazy fuckers, you know? But it's that easy now. You're just downloading a simple link these days. You know, other people make them and sell them as young as 12, you know? There's been people convicted, even little 12-year-olds been convicted over, you know, they don't get much punishment because they're minors, but honestly, as people have said, like cheaters and hackers and that, they honestly should be getting some form of jail time, or at least massive fines that they can never ever benefit off doing that shit again. But the problem with that is, if you go that route, which a lot of us think might be a good idea, you end up creating career criminals. Like, if you say you give a 15-year-old $500,000 fine on something, you think that that's the end of that. He's now bankrupt his whole family, you know? So they have to find a way to pay that off. And the child's not going to go, and trust me, a 15-year-old is a child. He's not going to go, oh, I'll just work in McDonald's and pay it off. Sorry, mummy. He's going to go straight back to doing the quick and easy and profitable thing to pay it off. Let's try this one. I bet you we can only do one at a time. It's all good. It would lead to a new world. Here we go. It's all random, of course. Like the first world we went to, we didn't know where it was. And we're not going to know where this one is. Here we go. Will it be sci-fi? Will it be forest? Will it be alien planet? We're going to find out. I actually, although like getting Losum is actually a good RNG because of the nature of the weapons and bosses there, it's actually bollocks hard. Oh look, it put me back here. Okay, cool. Not as random as you think, huh? It's actually a world we've completed. That's okay. We can go back, choose another one. There's that mud tooth. I need to. He's the one I need to find. Something got to do with the gunslinger. What a great name, huh? Mud tooth. It's like anyone who chews tobacco. Ew. Okay, at least we know what's there anyway. I'm liking the games are getting more experimental. And I think we're going to see an even bigger push of MMOs on console. We might even see the day where like League of Legends and World of Warcraft may actually go on console. Dude, little doggy, you gotta bring them over here. Really? Really? No chill. Did one spawn behind us? Yeah, you carry two pistols, or not two pistols, two guns and a melee weapon. Usually broken up to sidearm and long gun. But there's loads of different shit. Labyrinth, come in. Actually, speaking of which, let's go see what this cipher rod does. God damn it, Billy. I'd shoot into every bush, right? Oh, yeah. Sometimes you gotta, right? Sometimes you gotta. I knew exactly what you meant. Let's see, do you go here, maybe? Hello, missus.
This better be. What you got?
There you go. Oh my lord. The cube gun. Cube! Yeah, it generates a cube shield which absorbs 500 damage. Not bad. Has 5 in the magazine though. There's 15 per Brown, not great. The Enigma. And what's that one? That's a handgun. This is a handgun. They're both. Okay. Let's see what the mods for this one is. That's the shield. I'm not a big fan of shields. And this one is the Chaos Driver. Drives electric rods tethered to other rods within 10 meters. So it's a shock damage weapon. Target take 50 shock damage per second. 25% damage per extra rod. If linked to another rod. So I see. That's the Cypher rod. That's kind of cool. It has a magazine of 30. That'd be a nice improvement over my little pistol. Let's get that. Do it.
Okay, we're done.
Thanks, bitch. Alright. Oh, Jesus, yeah. Losing a lot of RPM. That's okay. RPS, not RPM. And then you can actually... It's kind of cool. You can change these little things, little modifiers in your potions as well. So they really try to go a little bit different with your standard potions. You can get different iterations of the potion as well and more. Like the one we got was called the Quilted Heart. Oh look, this is a new one too, Ruined Heart. On use increases health regeneration by 5 and generates mod power. Not bad, not bad. And this one, the Quilted Heart, does not provide healing. On use, it negates stamina drain and causes evades to heal. That's kind of cool, right? Every time you roll, you could heal. You could like spam the shit out of it if you had mad stamina. So that's a clever idea. Alright, so we have this one. Let's see what kind of mods we can put into it. Boss weapons have a locked mod, sadly, but you can still put a mutator in it. So it's kind of the benefit. So it's basically used so that you can't completely break boss weapons, but they're already got a hell of a good advantage anyway. We should find something that helps with the shock. I haven't had a shock weapon. It might end up being a bad thing, but we'll see. Oh, I have no mutator in this. Or maybe I had Deadly Cam on that one. I have other ones. Where's the... Maybe you can't use Hot Shot on that one, can you? I definitely have more than that. Yeah, fuck it. Maybe they're stuck in other weapons. I don't know how that works. Hot Shot. You also have that nice double barrel. That helped me with the Night Weaver. That was a good fight. I was swearing like a sailor. Good times. Always the sign of a good, strong boss. We could level this up a little bit. Iron. Okay, let's do that. You don't want to just buy a new weapon and leave it at that. Nice.
You know where to find me.
Fuck off. Yeah, I just got a text there. My dad went into hospital again. He's going in pretty much like once a month, once every couple of months. It sucks. He has respiratory problems. It's mainly, I think, just fucking shit from smoking for years. But he hasn't smoked in, God, decades at this point. But it's still done its damage, you know. And now whenever he gets a chest infection, he can't seem to beat it, you know. He'll be on like 2 or 3 different doses of antibiotics, and it's just not enough. It really sucks. So he has to go into a hospital a lot to get the fucking antibiotic drip, you know. Just pure, strong as you can get. He's almost at that point where he either needs to like wear a mask everywhere or oxygen or something. It sucks. You get to that point where you're like, your parents start to get a bit older and you're like, oh, fuck this. Let's try this out. Whoa! It fucking links between them. You see that? It's so OP. Oh my god, I just broke the game. Watch this shit. I can't see it now because... Wonder why you also allowed move there. It looks like when they do a ground pound, I can't move. I can't shoot, more importantly. The dog is about as useful as piss flaps in the wind. Yeah, look, see, look, you can't. Must be like a stun thing or something. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. In the first game, they had a couple of status ailments. And there was one that was your basic, like, poison / radiation, you know. But what it would do is, and whoever designed it is an evil genius, it would create the character, put them in a state, and it would just cough every like 5 to 10 seconds. And this, in a shooting game, was enough to drive you to the drink, you know? It was like, what the fuck? It was so clever. Okay, I think we made it to a new world. This is the sci-fi area, I think. On board some kind of space station or something. Seeker's Rest. Don't know if this is a good world or not. This will tell us if it's like the second world or the third world or whatever. Let's see. When you go to travel, it usually tells you. Ooh. How the hell do you pronounce that? Looks like it might be the third world. Nerud? Nerud Sandstorm? We got some kind of a multi-armed god snake thing. A sperm with too much time in its hands. Look at this gun. That is fucking cool. The Enigma. I like it. But yeah, I'm just checking my phone now. If I need to go or anything, if it needs a bit of help, because they live out kind of in rural Ireland, but I live in a town, the local hospital, so I'm closer if he needs anything.
Are there? Find these.
Damn, yeah. Well, as you get older, it's just one of those things. It's a tough one to have to fucking put up with.
Hang out and meditate. Sure.
So we go from creepy gothic horror to sci-fi. I like it. Alien sci-fi shit. That's the beauty of this game. Come on, buddy. No, taking a different type of elevator. This kind of stuff I've been playing with Pyro a good bit, but the way it is, like, I don't mind progressing a little bit because I can just jump into his game as well. And I would actually like to do a quick nightmare run with him, so that might be something I do before we finish up. Yeah, even just to see how far we can go, you know, running through the area. Who the fuck are you? Jesus, that's cool. Are you friend? Hello, friend. What an awesome juxtaposition between what we were doing.
That looks important.
The Seeker's Key. See, this is what I was saying about having different portals. It might seem like a bit of a stretch, but it's allowed us to have such crazy different worlds. Oh, fucking robots to fight now? Let's go. Just go from a haunted insane asylum to space and... What the fuck, dude? Wow. Oh my god, this game is... I'm telling you. And I wouldn't be like the first person to jump in on something like a Shooter Souls. I'm like, can this work? I've even played some bad ones, like Mortals Unchained was rough. But Remnant from the Ashes, which you can get for buttons now, is still so worth the play. And this, of course, as well, is everything just refined, you know? It's so buttery smooth. It is going to hurt it a little bit that it's not on last gen as well. Are you friendly? Please be friendly. Oh, fuck, don't scan me. Yes.
Where did you come from? How did you find Nerud?
Nerud Sandstorm. Well, it's my favorite song on the Citadel. Can we talk? Let's have a little banter. Yeah, I want to get my hands on the Expanse. I do actually want to play that. It's just with it having me to buy the entire fucking bastard season straight away. I promised myself I'd stop doing that because I did it with Life is Strange 2. I know that's fucking gone, long gone now at this point, but it took almost like 15 months to get all those episodes out, and I promised I wouldn't, you know, just buy into that model of pay now, reward later shit, you know? I'm not down with that, never have been. I can't talk to that guy, he might be an enemy. I just, like, I get that, like, we live in a world of Kickstarter, we live in a world of all that kind of stuff, subscription models, where you do have a sense of pay now, buy, you know, own later. But trust me, it's not a good model. I don't know why they keep chasing it. It's a horrible model.
Your presence
it's you're buying a promise, you're not buying a game, you know?
many questions.
And I've said this about Telltale before. They already have like trophies and achievements and all this done. The games are done. Selling it piecemeal is just nickel and diamond the user, trying to get people just to buy an episode to get in there, and it's not a good business practice. Like, to me or you, it's like, oh, I like that I can try it out, but that's where demos or giving away the first episode for free is how you do it. It's not the same system as what they're actually trying to do.
We must speak at once.
Alright, I'll find your tower. You better be friendly, little shit. I don't trust no damn multi-tentacle bastard. What kind of planet is this? I've been meaning to play some Mass Effect 2. I played the Mass Effect 1 on the Legendary Edition, then I was like, fuck, I was getting into my 2s, you know, my Dead Space 2s. And the thing about Mass Effect 2 is, because of the nature of it being a middle game and a suicide mission and the best, probably, in the series, it when you're playing it on stream, you can kind of skip a dialogue when you shouldn't, or just go down and you'll end up fucking yourself up. But sometimes that kind of organic playthrough is for the best. I hope I'm not killing your babies. I like even this is an eyeball. Boop. What a lovely tonal shift, huh? I love that. Victorian Gothic horror, fucking aliens, space shit. Yeah. Now that the August games, what did you do? What did you do? Like a little elevator music or something. Damn. The fact that you want to shoot on every bush, that's like a Guinness World Record. We're back here for your weather report. I bet there's still gushing everywhere. God damn it. I think I've noticed that the yellow doesn't usually lead to a boss. The fog walls. Yellow is usually another area. White is usually a boss. There you go. Yeah, Mass Effect 2 would be nice as well. It's just too many games, man. Too many games. Luckily, most of the we got off like a lot of big games like Final Fantasy 16 and Tears of the Kingdom in terms of length, you know. So a lot of these aren't as big, thankfully. So you can kind of chill. Like this game, I'd say this game, depending. I've seen people do a run through on stream. You know what I mean? Like because of the nature of the randomizer, you could get 100 hours out, but one playthrough might only take you 10 hours, depending on how good you are. Like one of the Souls, the Dance Mat Souls girl who plays the Souls games on Dance Mat. She has finished a playthrough already.
Well, that thing.
This area seems way more open. I like that. Actual
Shouldn't be too hard to
little
spot.
alien planet too. Cool. Because it is known that the first game is a bit more of a corridor. I think it's mainly just to compensate for the shooting. But I mean, these guys went from Darksiders 3 and they even did a melee focused Cronus from the Ashes. So they know what they're doing. I always love a developer like this who's not afraid to... Oh, what the fuck? Ew. So there seems to be only a small bit of terraforming. If you go too far, you go and die. That's nice. Yeah, if a developer can go from different genres and do them well, competently, like, that's a wonderful developer. No. Hell no. Look at that, man. You don't even have to aim. That's so cool. Oh my god, this gun is so broken. Sheesh. Let's see, can we chain it between the two of them? Yep. What a broken ass game. What a broken ass gun. What does this do? Oh, this shoots the rods, huh? What the fuck is that? Hell no. I don't know you. He possesses it. He fucking possessed it. That was cool. Wasn't expecting some ghosting. You there. Quit your ass. Yeah, might have broke the game a little bit there. This Enigma is O to the fucking pig. There's still a shit ton of really nice, like, AA games that are coming out before the year's over. Oceanhorn 2 is coming out. It's kind of like a little Zelda-like, but closer to the ones I like. So I fuck with that. Am I slowly dying here? Always. We're all slowly dying. Can I get up here? No. This is definitely new terrain. I fucking dig it. The grey and the spires, I can't help but think of like Mordor or some shit. The robots, you know there's gonna be some Grandmaster controlling all those things. I didn't think we could one-up the Night Weaver, but we have... Yeah, this is why I... Like, right now I'm playing on Veteran, which is kind of the midway, you know? It's closer to normal. And it is hard, I'd say, but, I mean, it's still Veteran. And it was terribly difficult at the start. Jesus Christ, the first boss I walked into took me like a half an hour. That is a long time when you're just running in, fighting, running in, fighting. That's like 20 attempts. That was difficult. What's wrong, little buddy? Yeah, and then all the fucking AAA stuff as well. It's tough. It's tough. Not too many big console exclusives, you know. Oh, look at these little spider guys. Little spider crabs. Hello. Like, I don't know if people are jumping in on Baldur's Gate 3. People looking for that heavy fucking bear sex. I love that they've actually positioned the game themselves that way, you know. Like, that's a selling point. Like, there's only, not to be mean around, but there's only one type of audience you're gonna get that are into that stuff, and it's furries. I thought that was a massive thing. These robots are coming out of the ground. What? It's a Halo ring or what? Yeah, now I do want to support new Telltale, so I want to play that Spans. I was hoping to do it episode by episode. The funny thing is, like, you buy it episode by episode, you're probably losing money. It's gonna cost you a little extra, usually. But you do want to, you kind of want to test things out first, you know. But the reviews are good. The opinion's good. I have no excuse but to do it. And then that new Mickey Mouse game. I know it sounds goofy and kiddie and all that, but those kind of games are right up my alley. Those type like Rayman Legends, Mario, that kind of stuff. People are sleeping on that. Even the big stores don't know how to price it, you know. Like, I think you can only get a physical on Switch or something. And some of the places, Amazon included, were setting the price at 60, which is not what they're going after. I've seen it for 35. And for a 4-player Rayman Legends, you know, like Donkey Kong, Mario kind of game, multiple worlds, multiple puzzles, all run around trying to get to one end of the level. That's like the perfect price. And it was done by the guys who did the Battletoads remake a couple of years back. So I want to play that as well. I just don't have enough time. I think with Pikmin 4, that's been lovely and relaxing. That one, like, you know, it's about 8 to 10 hours. So I'm chilling with that. Honestly, games that are about 8 to 10 hours are just perfect for the channel. Because they don't outstay their welcome. I don't feel like I'm not making any progress. Once it gets into the 20 to 25 hours limit, even I start to feel it. So what I need to do, I need to be better at progress. I think the first time I stream a game, you'll see it's very much like discovering things and just being goofy and dying a lot or whatever. And then from then on, I'm very laser focused. But when it comes to Souls-likes, I'm a hooer for, I just love exploring and filling out maps. Here's a new trait point, and bring us to 7. Trait points are basically level points, because the game doesn't work necessarily in a similar leveling system. Where the fuck do they come from? I think he's able to transform into one of them, is he? No, bitch! Nice. All shall die. Wonder what their purpose are. They're obviously defense robots, but were they used for terraforming or something? I am a sci-fi nerd. I love it because, to me, even if it's wishful thinking, I do believe that there is a future like that for us, you know, in this world. It might be 200 fucking years away, but it's just nice, even if it's just coming from a fiction storyline. What I love about 90% of sci-fi and space and future human stories, you'll always see one catalyst, you know, that is the little tiny, you know, you call them fucking MacGuffins or call them a Deus Ex Machina. It's basically a story device, an object of some kind that pushes technology way into the future. With Mass Effect, it's the literal Mass Effect relays, which are alien portals. We didn't really know what they were, but they allowed faster than light travel, you know. In it's kind of very similar. In the Halo, it's the rings and stuff like that, the Halo rings. And in the Expanse, it's very similar like that as well, actually, because they take a nod to both of those. Expanse takes place in like 2300, so you could tell that the push thing. It's always the issue is always faster than light travel. You know, we know what it is. We know that there's objects that can, you know, travel that fast. Just not us yet. We need something. The first and foremost thing we need is like fuel, you know, something. But then, even more so than just fuel that can travel faster than light, we need an engine or something that can take us there. I like the idea, you know. As much as I definitely shit on Elon and he deserves it, his team at SpaceX are as close as we'll ever get to exploring the stars right now. So it's kind of one of those things that you begrudgingly, like, I'm here for the team at SpaceX. They're obviously the brains. Besides them, you know, a little fucking midlife crisis boy. Goddamn idiot. Meddling. If he would just, like, imagine that 50 billion put into housing projects or more space research, or instead of buying Twitter, you fucking novelist. But this is the world we live in, unfortunately. You can be as smart as you think you are, but unfortunately we can be victim to the most common silly little social cues and social, basically, traps. They're social traps, that's what they are. Society falls into them again and again. Or we got new chests, we got new enemies, new goodies, new areas, we got weird people being used as batteries and shit like that. Gross. But yeah, with the Expanse, it's like they always harp on the fact that it's science fact instead of science fiction. So they try to keep pulling it back into as possible as it can be in a possible future, you know. So how they achieve, it looks like they spit poison as well. That's nasty. How they achieve faster than light is this this special drive they get, and the guy discovers it, like most things, by accident. And the designer and the creator of it, it's like a special drive they call it. He discovers it by accident and ends up dying to his own discovery. He went out about a way of creating an engine that had better fuel efficiency, and when he tried it, it didn't just have like fuel efficiency. It went up like by 3,000%, and it also was highly like fucking fast as well. So you get to see him create it, and he's like writing his memoir journal stuff, and he's like, I can't stop it. So he's going, he's not even going like faster than light, he's going beyond that, and the G's inside of the ship starts to melt his body. It's so disgusting. He's like, it's my greatest invention and I'll never get to use it. So he's just blasting off into deep space while his body melts into the chair. His bones start to break, his eyeballs start to crush, and he's still alive, and he can't shut off the engine because the G's won't let him move. It's so fucked up. Really well done though. Really cool. And yeah, it actually makes me want to go buy the books. Pretty damn cool. But then, yeah, it does, it's, you know, once you get into the first couple of books and it's starting to stray into alien territory, it's pretty much like, you know, sci-fi set in 2300s, and it's Earth versus Mars. Mars has been colonized, and they're doing their thing, but they're at war with Earth, even though they came from Earth, but it's been hundreds of years, you know, so they're colonized. And then you have these people called the Belters, which are people that don't want to live on Earth or Mars. They just live on an asteroid belt. And they're basically, you have to think of them as like radicalized humans who are, and the currency is not like money or anything like that. Currency is water and air. because they're so hard to find. I don't think there's anything else in there. Besides, I suppose we'll go through that door. It might lead to a boss. So it's really cool. So you people like living literally on not just the edge of poverty, or the edge of humanity. They're literally living on the edge of life because they can't fucking breathe. At any 1 second, their air could be turned off. And it's really cool. Well, it starts off like a murder mystery in season 1, but by the end of that, like, now we're into full-blown aliens and Halo and Mass Effect. It's fucking cool. I can't say nothing but good things about it. I just worry the Telltale series is set as a prequel, and not to be mean ranting, but like most of the good shit is in the show, so to have a prequel to that without any of the goodies kind of feels like I don't know, might be a good idea. They're also like, it's weird though, they say like, oh, people who play the Telltale game will enjoy the show, and I'm like, how is that possible? Because the person they will obviously enjoy the show, but the person in the Telltale series is not really an active character to like season 4, 5, and 6. I think the show is done now, and it didn't get to finish off all the books, but it sucks. It's had a weird life anyway. Started on Sci-Fi, then got cancelled, then Amazon picked it up for a few seasons and cancelled it again. Look how good this gun is, man. It just fucking arcs between enemies. That's so broken. So they're calling these void vessels. They're probably humans. Let me not kill one for a second and see what they look like, even if I have to take a hit. Sound very interesting. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. It's got Thomas Jane in it, who you might know from that Punisher movie. He's fantastic. And then the main crew. It's actually some of the best, I would say, casting I've seen in a show in a while. One of the guys in it, the main guy, the captain of the ship, he was in a movie. It's such a weird ass deep cut, but it just cracked me up when I remember it. He was in a weird movie called The Covenant, and it's basically like a male version of The Craft. They're like 4 warlocks that are in like college, but they think they're like fucking male models. You know, kind of. It's such a goofy ass movie. It's so like early 2000s it hurts. If you've never seen The Craft, it's about teenage witches, but they're all into like tattoos and piercings. It's really actually a really good movie. I like it. It's a guilty pleasure of The Craft. I think they tried to remake it or something, but it's ass. But the original version is wonderful. It's not like full like Wiccas or any of that shit. Thankfully, you know. I'm sorry to say, but I think most Wiccas are just, what the fuck is that? Ew! They're actually people's bodies walking around on all fours. Can you see that? Nasty. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I've gone through it a couple of times now, the show, and I think like it's one of those shows that, because it was cancelled and brought around, it was in the midst of the whole Netflix resurgence, so it has weird episode scheduling. So one season's like 12, the next is 6, the next is 8, the next is 10. You're like, huh? So it's yeah. But it's actually really clever, and it follows the book, like, the books to a T, you know? But it also does this cool thing where it's like, oh, we're going to do a season finale in the middle of this book, instead of just season 1 is book 1, you know, that kind of way. It's actually really cool. You might think that's a weird thing to do, but it actually ends up leaving these huge set pieces. It's wonderful. Like, I just was watching episode 5, which is like the middle of one of the seasons, and it was way better than some sci-fi shows I've seen in a minute. Holy hell, it was, and I was like, this is episode 5? What the fuck? So yeah, you've got like aliens going on, you've got this team, a little small ship, and you know, a whole crew dynamic, and you've got Earth and Mars literally blowing the shit out of each other out of the skies, out of space, and then you've got the poverty and the politics of that, you know. Just wonderful acting. As someone who does not like politics, I think it's handled beautifully. You've got a kind of a Earth correspondent, and she's just awesome. Like, she just, no bullshit. Like, I wish we had a politician like her. Like, she's fucking amazing. Like, she'll literally tell the opposing side to shut the fuck up and let's just cut the bullshit, you know. It's wonderful. Yeah, it's cool. There is definitely action in it. It does shy away a little bit, but when it does do like the CGI moments, which is inevitable with a space show, you know, it's very good. It's very good. I'm actually impressed by it. But yeah, some of the action, you can tell, like, I wonder were they a little bit afraid to going off the script with the book? Like there'll be bits where there'll be a fight going on and something's going to crash land on a planet or something, you know, that kind of way. But you'll see the human side of it where they're like in a space station where it's going to crash down on them and kill them all. Well, you won't see the fight up by. So it's kind of like, holy fuck, what's going on? But yeah, it's good. As someone who loved Firefly, which was a Joss Whedon show, that only got one season, this is the closest thing I've ever got to Firefly. Firefly was kind of comedy, Joss Whedon with sci-fi and cowboys in space, you know? And it's got that vibe. There's a couple of people on board the ship that really give me that space cowboy vibe. You're like, holy fuck, man, he's gonna kill everybody over a poker game, you know? So yeah, I'm digging it. It does make me want to get the books, and it's very rare that something makes me want to do that. See, that's what I worry about. This level might be like all about shock grenades, and here's me using a shock weapon. Oh, damn it! Yeah, let's see. What's her name? I'm very good at. Very good. I'm very bad at pronouncing people's names. She's like a famous Indian actress. Oh Jesus. Shorey Agadashlu. I'm sorry. I'm butchering that. She's like a beautiful Indian actress. She's got like a deep voice. What is she known for outside? Apparently she was in Renfield. I'll try and find something she was in outside of like Bollywood, because most of us wouldn't know Bollywood that well. But she's wonderful. She plays like the Earth, you know, like Secretary of Defense for Earth, but she's basically the correspondent for Earth. And I've never met someone who literally just cuts out the bullshit in politics. I fucking adore it. And apparently, like, because it was on Sci-Fi, they had to hold back, because the book is pretty like mature, you know. They're like some X-rated stuff and a lot of swearing and guts and gore, you know. But when it came over to Amazon, which was at season 3, they were allowed to go full. So it's so funny hearing her curse, you know. Yeah, I can't recommend that show enough. If you don't like sci-fi, I get that, it's all good. But if you like Halo and Mass Effect, it's got that going on for sure. I love a good like ship crew and all that kind of stuff, you know, whether it's the old Star Trek days or whatever. There's something so good about that, especially if they're in a small spaceship, because you can tell when they start falling out, you've nowhere to go, you know, you're literally in your face. Yeah, I'd say like the intro for it, it's kind of nice. It's just like wide shots of space and that, but it's not doing itself any favors. Yeah, I like how rooted in reality it is. There's even like great bits because of Mars and Earth having different gravity, right? So the Martians, as they're called, they train under 1G so that they can better fight Earth. It's kind of cool, right? But when they land on Earth, most of them can't deal with the gravity, so some of them vomit their lungs out. Some people just can't walk; they just collapse on there. It's kind of cool. But yeah, what I like about it is it doesn't show it doesn't shy away from the ugly side of politics. So they're all scumbags, really, you know. And I'm like, hell yes. So you know, you're like, your brain goes straight to defending Earth, and that's just not the case. And then your brain's like, oh, I'll go after the Belters, you know, because these are impoverished people living on the fringe of space with barely any air or water. And you're like, oh no, they're not good either. They want this, and you know, that kind of way. So you can tell nobody's really good. There's no one to root for. Sadly, one of the actors in the show, and this, I don't know if this will change your views on wanting to watch it or not. That's okay if you don't want to, but the actor himself was caught up in the Me Too stuff. He was a bit of a scumbag, using his fame to contact minors. So it definitely does put a bit of a downer on things. But it's just one shitty actor out of a great show, so I kind of just like whatever. It sucks, but there you go. It's such is the way, you know. what's worse is like, I think he was in a couple of other shows before, but he's not been like that big, you know. He's not been. At most he's like moderately famous, you know. So he used that tiny modicum of power to be a scumbag, you know. Apparently he did a voice in Assassin's Creed as well. He was Ezio, old Ezio in Assassin's Creed Revelations. And it goes back as far as that. So, you know, no hate on Expanse. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't knock a great show. Anyway, he's not in it that much. He plays the pilot, and he's definitely like the pilot from yeah, I gotta be careful here. The pilot from Firefly's Alec Tudyk, I think that's how you say his name. He's fucking wonderful, that guy, and he's a much better pilot. I'll just say that. He's closer to like Joker in Mass Effect. They both just happen to be ginger as well. But yeah, it sucks. I thought I'd mention that because, you know, it's important to have these people properly seen and represented, you know. They've gone through hell. Sucks that it probably is part of what knocked the show to be cancelled, you know. As far as I know, they got like I think six of the books covered, and they're still kind of working on books as well. It's one of those things. There's like a couple of writers of the books, but they have like a pseudonym with one name on it. And I have some kind of emergency button. Oh no, maybe this is. What did I get? Oh, there it is. Emergency switch. When below 50% health, chance to consume relic on use is reduced by 35%. Oh. A relic charge. I don't think it means relic. I think it means this. Dragon Heart. See, there's a couple of fucking relics named after stuff. That's cool. So, if you've less than 50% health, you might not use a potion. That's pretty cool. Is that all that was in here? No, there might be a boss. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Like it mainly takes place in our solar system, but I believe after a couple of seasons, it's gonna go to extra solar, as they call it. Yeah, I like a good sci-fi. Or something to get into. Take a bite out of. Maybe I can open this now, can I? Nope. What is this anyway? Just a switch in the door. I want to get in there. Let me in. Wonder what activates it. There's a lot of doors like that. Why is it always set off on my dog? How weird. Sorry, buddy. I'm not trying to... No, somebody's doing that. Are you good, bro? That fucking telekinesis shit. I bet you it's coming from in here. Let's see, is there any other way in there? Maybe I drop down or something. I like this. I played many games like this in the last good few decades of gaming. Like, you know, between Alien Isolation, a lot of the Aliens games, but just when anyone likes to do sci-fi games, they do enjoy their little spaceships and complexes. Even like, was it the fucking Riddick, Chronicles of Riddick Butcher Bay and that. A lot of greys, a lot of piping and stuff. Trust me, the more time goes on, you won't have a single show or game or whatever that won't have some problematic actor or person. Look at Twitch and YouTube right now. It's shocking. What's wrong is it's some twisted puppies that were not told no when they were younger. And then they get a little bit of money and power and don't know how to behave themselves. Because trust me, the human mind can go to weird places. It just can, you know. But most of us have common sense and morality, not to act on these things, you know. Call them intrusive thoughts or whatever you want. We're not stupid. But these people don't have those same things, whether they have actual personality disorders or they just weren't raised properly. with simple right and wrong, you know. Whatever the excuse may be, it does not excuse bad behavior or abuse, you know. There's no excuse for that. But yeah, I've often used the excuse myself of, like, you know, separating the art from the artist. I think it's the biggest copium, the biggest, like, fucking... And I hate doing it because I know, even when as it comes out of my mouth, I'm like, dude, that does not excuse what's going on here. You're just trying to make an excuse, keep playing your favorite thing, you know. And it's true, it really is true. I feel it myself. Like, even, like, the whole Hogwarts stuff. Like, my go-to has always been, I'm here supporting developers, you know. But we can't deny that that bitch was getting money from it, you know. So it's a tough pill to swallow, and it's the same way I feel about The Expanse or anything else where you've got one problematic person shouldn't spoil the entire thing, you know. One rotten apple shouldn't make you throw out the whole bushel, but it's just, you gotta just make that choice yourself and let no one else tell you differently, you know. It's okay either way. Because I think nearly every developer now has a few bad apples in them. We're trying to weed them out, but sadly it comes at the cost of people's careers, usually the women, the whistleblowers themselves. It sucks that we still live in that world. They're afraid to speak out. I don't know anymore. The world is still a very messed up place. It's only getting worse by the time. Alright, I'm feeling itchy for a boss. Come on, game. Some of these areas won't have bosses, I'll be honest with you. What's this though? Release the beast. What the fuck is that thing? Hello there. Ew. It's the thing from inside. Giant blob. Oh, you nasty bastard. Ah, nice. So you put those rods in it, and then it creates like a huge giant lightning rod, it seems. Which actor isn't in trouble? Exactly, I made exactly. Tightly wound coil. Okay, looks like a piece of skin. Fucking foreskin ring. When spending 75% more current magazine, gain a shield. Cool. Damn, that's kind of cool actually. I like what I have though. Like, taking enemy damage, cause 10% of maximum health to regenerate. Actually, let's switch that one up. One I have is like stockpile. Look at this one. After picking up ammo, increase the damage of that ammo type by 13%. That's pretty cool. Let's see if this one. I want to see a shield. I keep hearing things about shields, but I don't see no goddamn shield. God damn it. Hey DPG, how's it going, dudes? Happy Wednesday. Oh yeah. For real. Yeah, maybe you know this actress. She's an Indian actress. I'm very bad at pronouncing names, so I'm sorry. Is it like Shorey Agadashlu? Shorey, do you know her? I was just talking about her. She's in this show called The Expanse, and she's fantastic. She's got a very deep voice. I think you might. I think she's done a lot of game. I think she was in a game recently. Because it's just one of those voices, man. You can't escape. It's wonderful. Let me see. I'm nearly sure she was in a game recently. Come on, IMDb. There's so much crap on IMDb these days that you can't load anything properly. Between them trying to do IMDb Pro and everything else, it's like, thank you. Kung Fu Panda, huh? Destiny 2, The Witch King. Arcane, Ghostbusters Afterlife, Mass Effect. Yeah, there you go. Admiral Shalaran. So there you go. She's in a lot of stuff. I feel like she's in an even more newer game. She's in a lot of stuff. Anyway, wonderful actress. And she holds the political side of that show, The Expanse. She holds it in her palm. I honestly would skip those scenes if it wasn't for her. I'll be dead honest with you. That's how... Because I'm just not a big fan of that kind of stuff. But I will say it's much more engaging because it's literal. They're constantly on the brink of all-out war, you know? I like it. It's like a second Cold War, but in space. So I do like that. I don't know if I picked the right one, did I? Yo, dude! Looks like you pick one and you might get something. Am I gonna get into this myself? What the fuck? I shouldn't do this. Hello? Oh, this is some fucking Bloodborne stuff. No, no. It's gonna change your gender or something. Oh, Jesus. Oh, what the f... Am I like a monster? Whoa! What have I done? Oh, dear, dear, dear. Doctor. What the fuck? What did I do? I love this kind of stuff. It usually leads to a boss. Yep. The fetid corpse. It sounds fucking healthy and not at all nasty. Die! Look at this arcing ability. Oh my god. Don't get more broke than this. Nice mini boss. Not in the right home bow, but I'll take it. Looks like his chest is his weakness. Damn, son. He got wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Yeah, when we go into that grave walker thing, that's fucking awesome. Looks like they're using kind of biomass or something. Oh, hello there. You were supposed to attack me in the boss, weren't you? But you forgot your duties. Yeah. Shorah. S-H-O-H-R-A-H. Agdashlu. Agdashlu. I don't know if that's how I pronounce her last name. Shorah. Shorah? I don't know. I assume she's Persian or Indian, or I don't know. Maybe I'm way off there. Who knows? Everyone jailed up or some application. Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. It's so true. But the quicker we weed them out, like, there's this big thing going on. Everyone's like fucking shaking in their boots in Hollywood. Mel Gibson wants to come out with this fucking big list of people. This might have been the other side of that red door we couldn't open. Probably. Nice. Yeah, it usually just takes you to an area that wasn't accessed. I missed something over there. Stupid. I don't know if he'll... Like, honestly, not to be mean to him, but...
Alright, let's do this.
His career will never really be as strong as it ever was, so... No matter what he says, not a lot of people are going to believe him. But ever since the whole fucking Epstein stuff, it's pretty clear that every one of your favorite actors has been into some shady shit. And half of them, if they were just to get into drugs, you'd be like, ah, fuck it. Could be worse. You'd nearly prefer them to be into that shit than some of the stuff I've been hearing. You know, the likes of Jim Carrey and Tom Hanks. All of these have been showing up in flight directories to Epstein Island and all this. And it's just like, please God, no. What the fuck? And, you know, when you hear this kind of stuff, straight off the bat, you don't want to believe it, or it just sounds like nonsensical crap. But then you think about it a bit more, and you even start to get into those weird conspiracies of the idea of, you know, these celebrities getting into weird religions, into, you know, fountain of youth theories. Oh, that's... I can't get in there. How the fuck do you open it? The idea of religions using, like... Have you ever heard these crazy theories about, like, using blood from different people, different... Yeah, to try and extend their life. It's even hard to... It just sounds ridiculous even saying it. It's hard to even just put into words. Stupid shit like that. Like, honestly, these days, aliens are like the least of our troubles. We're into some weird shit. I think this level is done. That was a pseudo-boss. I can't get in there, though. I'll find a way. I will find a way. This game is full of puzzles as well. You might not see them. It's also full of cool little mini-games that are just kind of puzzle mini-games. Like, there's a tic-tac-toe game you have to win. There's a jester. He, like, does this card mini-game. I can't figure that one out either. Where he floats 5 big cards in front of your face and you have to figure out... It's not as simple as, like, Odd Man Out, but it has that vibe to it. And then, yeah, you can't beat a bit of tic-tac-toe. So I like that. And these are obviously all randomized chances of seeing them at all. But yeah, with all that kind of stuff happening, it does get harder and harder every day just to enjoy the thing you like, you know? So that's why I try and... the stuff that I just genuinely don't like or don't support or whatever. If you guys like them, I try and be a little more open to it, you know? I can crack a joke from time to time, but I want people to just enjoy their life and enjoy what they're doing, what they're into, as long as they're not hurting other people, you know? So if there's some kind of guilty pleasure show or whatever, movie, whatever, it's just... do your own thing, you know. There'll be a gentle bit of ribbing here and there, but as long as you're having fun and it's a distraction from some stuff. How do I get out of here? Let me leave. I'm trying to get over to that crystal. This map is not doing itself any favors, that's for sure. Map is nice though. I still prefer 3D, even if it is a little 2D stacked on top of each other. Let's see, that door is closed. I don't think I can get out here at all, can I? Has to be over there on the right. Up the stairs and then over and then jump down. Okay. Yeah, I think this area is done. You'll have areas like this where they might even not even have a boss. Like even that one we fought, that was just a mini boss. But I do like my bosses. So far, I think in terms of big bosses, I think we've only actually managed to kill the Nightweaver. That was the only one that's truly difficult and important. Oh, secret. That's it, seeker key? Nope. One of the 5 keys required to enter the core tower with a convocation. What is that? Convocation. I heard that one. Probably like all of the people meeting together. Like a correlation. I don't know, convocation. Ow. Yeah, this class is pretty good. The dog, you can set him up to attack. Set him up to heal. He's healing right now. You set him up to be support. He's good for solo because he'll pick you up when you die, and he's good for crews as well. The game does specialize in 3-player. It's always been 3-player. Not sure if it's 4-player now, but there you go. Apparently Kevin Spacey got all the... yeah, I saw that. But when it comes to those things, it took that long. It sounds a bit dodgy. It sounds like a little payoff or something. You know, the world finds it hard to grasp, but the idea behind somebody being not guilty versus, you know, fucking found not guilty versus found guilty and all that stuff. The big difference between being not guilty and innocent, you know. It's definitely gonna... his career is definitely destroyed forever. With these things, I usually do try and take a stance of, you know, let's talk about it, let's ask questions, you know. These people are, you know, usually innocent until proven guilty. But yeah, it's the difference between not guilty and innocent. People think they're the same thing, but they're not. Because you can be, people can get away from a lot of horrible shit by being found not guilty, but there can be stuff going on in the background you don't know. There can be meddled with evidence, there can be mistrials, there can be all sorts of stuff. You're like, oh, when it proves nothing about what actually, it can be payoffs, there can be settlements, there can be plea deals. There's a lot of shit that goes on that honestly really makes me detest the modern justice system. I don't think justice exists in the world. The closest thing we have to justice, even though I don't necessarily believe in it, is street justice. I know it sounds fucked up, but if you want to talk about actual justice on the scales, on the weight of the world, it has nothing got to do, sadly, with our own justice system, because it's completely corrupt, in and out, you know. Even the nice, good judges are usually, they find a weakness, be it being bribed or using their family as hostages and ransom and all that kind of stuff. It really happens, you know. You might think it comes out of the movies, but it's not the case. Shit actually happens. Unfortunately, this gun has now trivialized the game, which is, yeah. Probably shouldn't have done that. It's completely trivialized it. God damn it. That's my own fault. I don't want to do that. I might shy away from using it. What I'll do is I'll pick like nightmare mode and see.
Shit.
Obviously, yeah, I'm not out here like advocating for people to take the law into their own hands, but trust me, when I see people who you've got these sick bastards, you know, have maybe killed a family member or done worse or done something to their kids, and they go and they take the law into their own hands, and I'm not sat there going, oh, this is terrible, blah blah blah. Honestly, there's a side of me that goes, I do the same in the same situation. And in a population that is just filling up jails, half of it for no damn reason, half of it for fucking, you know, wrongful jail time. You know, when it comes to like people going to jail for having weed on them and shit like that, it's just so stupid. They've created a system, a career in jail time. Goodbye. Phantom Wasteland. I like that. It kind of makes me think of Superman. The Phantom Zone. People sleep on it, but Smallville's version of the Phantom Zone, actually doing episodes inside of it, was really cool. Everything was like negative. It was like filmed negatively. It was cool. Oh man, we got some kind of weird fucking spider thing. Great. Did you come down here with us? Oppenheimer? Yeah! I'm glad. I think it's more importantly, like I think the first weekend sales, no, what the fuck is that? The first weekend sales are really great, but you want these things to have legs, and you know, it might be a little bit preemptively, but people are saying like, you know, the theaters are back, we're here, because the second week they're both still at #1 and #2, and it's been great. It's kind of funny because people are trying to create more shared worlds, more like, you know, Barbenheimer. They're talking about like Saw X, some kind of weird crustacean alien thing. Saw X and Puppy, what's it? Puppy Pals or whatever. Hell no. Alien shrimp bastards. We don't take kindly to alien shrimps. Unless you got some butter or cheese or something. Ew. 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 Yeah, so I'm glad for that. I don't want theaters to go away. I've been saying this for a long time. Like, the budget stuff and writing and all that, and all this needs to be overhauled. And the only thing the way that's going to work is if we remove these movie studios, you know? We'll remove the executives, remove the boards. We need to go back and think indie, you know? There should be no one in charge of these movies besides the producers and directors and cast and directors themselves. It's as simple as that. Same with the shows, man. There's far too many jobs, overpaid, out there that do nothing. Like showrunners, producers. I know that they don't do nothing, but you know what I mean. They do things that can be handled. Like, think of a passion project, right? Some indie movie passion project where he made the whole thing off his back, 5-10 grand, you know? Do you think he has fucking producers and executive producers and cast, all this bullshit? No, all that stuff is probably done by himself. And I'm sorry, but we just got lost along the way somewhere. We don't need these people. The object of a producer usually is to get the money and the marketing and all that, and people say it's the most important job, but I don't know. When you say the directors, the hatchery, great! Wonder what that means. Huh? This is behind the scenes KFC here, live. Jesus Christ, help us off. I'll take a bonus banquet plate. It's disgusting. I'll take 2 bonus banquets. That's literally how we live our lives, isn't it? It's like, flightless birds? That's... oh man, that new sauce is pretty good though. It's the way we are. It's the way we are. There's gonna be some old shrimp tasticore in here. Yeah, so I do think there's... I think like Chris Nolan was doing a an interview recently. It might have even been an old interview. People like to do that. To pull up stuff from 5 years ago or something and try and make it relevant now. Even in a good way. It's still like, okay. But he was talking about, he was walking around like, and looking at physical media, and him still preferring physical media over subscription services. And I think both can coexist, but I do think we need to rediscover physical media, because I've never seen a system fall apart as fast as Blu-ray, you know? Are you the fucking spawning bitch or something? Oh man, the way it slugged the whole way down. It's almost like a space mollusk. Pretty cool. My brother still collects Blu-rays and that. And deep pocket ring. He'll... Oh fuck me. Oh fuck! I think I'm insta-dead, am I? Where am I? Oh no, no, no. I just felt... Oh god, no. Oh, that felt weird. Oh, that's what it feels like when you're fucking Amy Schumer inside the pussy. What the fuck are you doing here? Do I know you? Man, that was a toughie. Fuck off. We can still attack you in this phase. No, please, Amy Schumer, no. Can you believe she was almost Barbie? Fucking hell, Barbie in a twisted nightmare Twilight Zone. Ugh. Good God. If there's one thing it's fun to do is kind of rag on comedians, because it's like give and take, right? I don't know her as a person, maybe she's nice, but she sure as hell doesn't come off that way. Yeah. But yeah, with the movie studios, I just cannot understand. No offense, like I see there's so much beautiful work out there, but how can an animated movie cost $350 million to make? Like really? Let's just break that down. Go back like even 10 years and see how much animated movies cost, you know? Like when I see the beauty of Into the Spider-Verse and the latest Latka movie, you know, like the Coraline guys, they did like box trolls and that, just beautiful. And you see like claymation and stop motion, and even the new Turtles movie, The Mutant Mayhem. I'm like, holy shit, this is gorgeous. But I just can't see 350 million, you know? Like, they're talking about between Barbie and Oppenheimer and a few other movies doing well, you know? And then you go and find out that it's against a budget of $500 million. And something is wrong. How can a movie be successful but still not make a profit? Like, what the fuck is going on? Something is fundamentally wrong. Between budgets, overhead costs. Like, I know the average marketing budget these days is upwards of $100 million. And it never is accounted for, you know? They reckon Barbie's was $250 million. They did like giant 3D ads, and I think there's certain types of advertising I think that is completely worthless. And certain things that are clever. Like when it's a spectacle, it can work. But a lot of it is shit. Like I would argue, I know this sounds goofy, it looks nice, but the 3D billboards in Times Square, and even that one that was in, I think it was in Abu Dhabi, it was a giant 100-foot Barbie statue that broke out of its box and all that. They're very cool spectacles, but between the building of it and the sheer money they cost just to have it there, because it's almost like the price of a Super Bowl ad, you know? It's gone out of control. And I watch people, and they'll walk by that 100 times a day and not look at it. Like the most times, where do you see these ads? They're on, you know, someone filming the billboard on Twitter or YouTube or a short or TikTok or whatever. You rarely ever see the fucking thing yourself. People are there, couldn't give a shit. So I think that's one thing they need to cut down on. I would argue that the best advertising a movie or a game gets is word of mouth. It's simple word of mouth, and that's something you can't pay. You cannot pay for that. You can do it on YouTube and all that, and that'll only get you so far, but it only takes one bad paid review to fuck everything up as well, especially if it's from someone big. So that can backfire like a sumbitch. Is there a boss in here? I would like a boss to kill a big nasty thing. Yeah, it's interesting times, but I just hate seeing the success of something be completely smushed on because of horrendous budgeting, you know. And now you have the actors finally coming out. No doubt, like, you'll see other stuff. Like, what about the cameramen, you know? What about the key grips and the riggers and things like that, you know? These people that are behind the scenes. If the actors don't think they're getting paid enough, do you think those guys are? No way. No way are they getting paid enough. The real people aren't really on strike, to be honest, to tell you the truth. And I've already said my piece about writing, modern writing. Not a big fan of it. There's great stuff there, you know. I've talked about The Expanse and stuff. That's probably a bit older now anyway. But there is, you just have to filter through the shit. But where we're going right now with modern popular writing, it's horrendous. It's not, they're not writing for the fun of it. They're writing to check off the bingo cards, you know. The shoehorn representation. People were like talking about the new Assassin's Creed, the red one, you know. What the fucking hell? And you know, it's going to be a female shinobi, like a ninja, and then there's also going to be a black samurai. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Like I played Neo, which spoke about the first kind of white samurai who went over west, you know. And there's absolutely stories and real accounts of black samurais as well. So on the surface I went, this sounds cool, you know. But apparently a lot of people, especially on Twitter, of the black community have said that they're not happy with this, that this is shoehorned representation. And I hate to see that. Obviously I can't speak on this because I don't have a clue, you know. But I hate to see, if that's true and they just see that as that's fucking sucks, you know. Because that's not what I want either, you know. And this is where we are right now. As we live and breathe, this is where we are. We have shoehorned representation. And then they're basically trying to make money off people's cultures instead of doing it to show off the culture. And then you've got the other side of things where the racists are up in arms, you know. It's the same with the LGBT stuff. That's reaching a peak where you've got Pride Month and people being open, and it is a good thing. And then you've got the really aggressive push of it and the representation of that causing a new generation of hate. Well, it's always existed, but it's even more so. And it's mainly just from people being pissed off about it being pushed in their face, you know. But it still sucks because at the end of the day, more representation and openness is important. It's just, I think they're going about it the wrong way. I've kind of skirted around talking about that a couple of times because I know, one, I'm not part of the LGBT community, and I'm just a white Irishman, so I can't speak on either sides there, you know. It's just an opinion at the end of the day. I don't know the struggles of both sides, but I see it. I can see it, and I can see what's happening, you know. From a surface level, I can see executives who would never ever show people off as, you know, a lead role, whether they were gay or straight or a person of color, within 5 years ago, you know, like pre-2020. Now they have no problem, and it's both a great thing, but also you can tell they're doing it to sell tickets as well, you know. So my stance on it is, at the end of the day, representation is important, and it's a good thing, but we're going about it the wrong way. But it's like, what can you do? What is the right way of doing it, you know? Because I feel like in some cases the good that Black Panther did was kind of pushed back by Wakanda Forever, where it seemed like they were just shoehorning it, just kind of. And you can see that with a lot of things like that, where it's like, damn, you can tell that this was a defining moment in a series, and then they've gone backwards just to sell some tickets. But like I said, I shouldn't even really talk on it because I don't know what I'm talking about, you know. And with the LGBT stuff, you can see that across TV shows, it's always like, ooh, the first lesbian kiss, the first gay kiss or whatever on screen. And then in a movie, it's like, oh, the first trans lead actor or whatever. And it's happened over the course of the last couple of generations, but it's never really stuck around. Now you see it very fast forward. Honestly, the way I think about it is, it should just be a thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, all this stuff, it of course should be praised, absolutely, but also, it shouldn't be out of the norm. We shouldn't be so surprised when there's a person of color as a lead actor or a transport. You know, that kind of way? We should just get on with our lives and allow these people, like, because we are all just people at the end of the day, right? We should just, I don't know. But the problem is, if we just go on the way we are, then you do have these generations of fucking racist and very angry people, the generational bigotry, you know? And I don't know, see, you can't let that stuff go unchecked, because that's the way it's been for hundreds of years, you know? So how do you win? I don't think we can win, you know? I don't know. At the end of the day, it's so important that every culture is represented. So, to me, even what I feel like Disney is the worst offender of it, you know? Every now and then they do something really amazing. Like, I think when they create original stories of different cultures, I couldn't be more glued to my seat. Like, I know it's a lot of animated stuff and it's for kids, but I've seen like things like Moana, and Moana was wonderful. And to me that felt like a great representation of island culture, Samoan, you know, Hawaiian, that kind of stuff. Wonderful. Like, apparently the other Immortals game was supposed to be about Hawaiian, Polynesian, and I'm so sad it got delayed. Or not delayed, cancelled even. What the fuck are you? No, spider bitch. Nice. But yeah, so things like Moana, Enchanto, things like that, I can tell. Like, there's an original movie. Might not be a banger, you know? Might not resonate with everybody, but it's still important. Coco as well. But then they do that, and then they go live action and just shoehorn representation in. And it almost, at this point, gets to the point where they're like, are they doing this just to get a rise out of people? Like, instead of just going with an original story? Like, you know, the most latest one people were a bit pissy about was, like, The Little Mermaid, right, you know? They went live action and had a person of colour. And then, you know, compared to the original. But then you already have a Princess and the Frog, and like I said, Enchanto, another, like, it's there. They can create original stories. So I just worry about that kind of representation actually just causing more problems instead of being a beautiful representation of someone's culture, you know? So yeah, when it comes to the Assassin's Creed, if it's based on a true story and it's done well, then hell yeah. I mean, we have had Assassin's Creed games with many different cultures. A lot of it is they just grab small accounts and stories from these people's lives and then do what they want with it, you know. So you can start off, they'll always say, like, it's based on historical, you know, accounts and real religion and real people and all that. And you're like, yeah, but for how long until you're fighting a giant fucking Anubis and all this, you know? Like, I thought Assassin's Creed Origins was fantastic. Like, Bayek is just wonderful. And it shows that something, when it's well written, is just well written. And that's what it comes down to. It's not just about representation anymore. It just comes down to genuinely good writing. Rehashing old movies and just slapping representation on it. Representation now! It's not enough. It's not enough. It's lowball stuff. It's better for original stories, accounting real things and real cultures. Because I think the world is beautiful, and I think having a big melting pot of cultures is wonderful. Like, we're going through, like we do every decade, another horrible, like, swing of immigrant hate and different cultures hate. And I hate that, because I understand people get frustrated because of the times we live in, but they need to be angry at their government, not because they're letting this refugee in or this. Like, if the shoe was on the other foot, if Ireland was in trouble and we needed help from Syria or Ukraine or any of these places, it wouldn't be so fast to judge them, you know? I hate that. No, the whole of Ireland's not like that, but I do see, even nonchalantly, people are getting to the point where they'll speak about that kind of stuff. Just blatant racism, honestly, and bigotry out in the open. Like, I was even in a hospital recently, and the dude beside me was talking with someone, just moaning and groaning about people from Ukraine and that. And I'm like, Jesus, it's the cheapest most fucking cowardly thing to blame, you know, jobs and this and that and economic downturn on a different culture. Like that's so stupid. You think like a different culture caused inflation, not your own government? Like it's just brain dead. There's a very, as much as it sounds like I'm just kind of, you know, generalizing. I probably am, but there's a very good correlation between low IQ, brain dead, inbred people and racism. And there's a reason for that, because it's all what they hear as kids from their parents and their grandparents. It's generational hate. And we're better than that. Like, we're supposed to be a sophisticated, one of the most intelligent beings in the universe, and we can't fucking get over other cultures on your own tiny little rock in the spit of land in the middle of the fucking galaxy. Like, Jesus Christ. It's pathetic when you think about it on a you know, intelligent side of things. We're like, damn, fuck the aliens, man. Don't come here, man. We're already destroying ourselves. Was it Coco? What's the Mexican one? Yes, yeah, Coco. I would argue that Book of Life is a million times better than Coco. Coco is the Disney one. Coco is wonderful. But Book of Life, I feel, actually celebrates Mexican culture. They're arguably far too close to be a coincidence. I'll just say that much. They're both based on the idea of the afterlife, you know. But Book of Life is wonderful, wonderful. It takes a lot of great Mexican and Latino traditions, you know. And it's really cool. Has like a lot of great themes. It deals with different gods and stuff. It's wonderful. Give it a shot. Great music. Great little, even for an animated movie. I wholeheartedly recommend Book of Life. It's just a great little story. Great little fights in it and everything. Wonderful art style. And just got completely overlooked because I think at the time even Coco had been getting a lot of previews for like 2 or 3 years or something. Alright, boss time. Time to kill us. Big old nasty fucking... Nah. Yeah, they're like those sea crabs or something, or mollusks. Is a mollusk like a snail? I think it's like a fly. The fly starring Jeff Goldblum. This is what became of him. Nasty. No, bitch, I do not have any prime. Drain. The primogenitor. Primo. This is gonna be fun. It seems like it's killed all the rest of them. Yeah, the alien stuff in Expanse is wonderful. It's very science-based. I dig it. And it's like one of those things where... Okay, I haven't actually killed him yet. I have to kill the little thing in his back. Look, look. It's this guy. He's the boss. I think. Am I doing any damage? Get off me, you bitch! Yeah, I'm not doing any damage. Cool, I like weird bosses like that. He's gonna climb on his back, isn't he? Yep. Oh yeah. Wakanda Forever was a one-time watch. Oh, see? There you go. I feel like it started off as a tribute. You could tell they were up to no good. I wonder how you kill this guy. This is an awkward battlefield again. And stuck in bodies. So each boss has a random buff. This one has drain, so he's probably draining health from me or some shit. Damn, he almost one-shot me there. Me poor dog. Fuck! How do you get this cunt off me? Where is he? We gotta kill this guy. Damn, we did a lot of damage there. Okay, cool. Like he's draining health off me. Next one's Snow White. As soon as the first pictures leaks, yeah. Telling you, I think that's what's going on. I don't think it's normal like comic book movie fatigue or anything like that. You hate to say it, but I do think it's just fucking straight up meddling and shoehorning in stuff. Yes, bitch. Ooh, I got you now, bitch. Woo! Come to pappy. Oh, damn, the dog blocked him. I don't believe it. What's that? The dog is getting in the way again? Down, Bessie. Nice. We got this. Just gotta chill. Stop. Eye for an eye and the whole world goes blind. You're so right, dude. You're fucking right. My way of looking at it is not sound. It's weird, like, I always laugh, but I quote more fucking movies than I should. Look at that, it just does DOT, cool. Damage over time. Eat it, bitch. Make sure we got enough ammo. I guess I should focus on the main one, huh? He just, oh fuck. Oh no, I walked straight into the poison. So dead. These little carcasses, for some reason, I can't get around. Oh yeah. He's on me the whole time, what the fuck? That was creepy. Damn, when the doctor said you got a parasite. No, the fucking dog is eating the complete ammo. Kill him. Oh, look at his health, you're joking me. That's close. The dog was eating the entire fucking thing there. Alright, where is he? He's gonna be on the back of one of these. I'm gonna finish him off. There he is. One to the chest. Boom! Nice. Yeah, the game kind of lagged there a little bit. It's like, how'd you do that? How'd you do it? That was fun. That was a little hide and seek cracked shell. Cool. That was very cool. Primo Jander for sure. First try, hell yeah. Yeah, I kind of, like I said, unfortunately the gun I picked up, the Enigma, just completely trivializes the game. Whoopsie. Shouldn't have done that. The Grimace origin home? No way, did you? Oh Jesus, oh Jesus. Somebody, I didn't know this, like we've been celebrating like Shamrock Shakes, God, since well before I was a kid anyway. As green shakes that you have as St. Paddy's Day and McDonald's, you know. Apparently there's an Irish Grimace this whole time. He's like Grimace O'Houlihan or something. That's funny, man. Oh my god. I do miss the old weird days of fast foods, you know. Like the toys we used to get. Like there used to be this time when you could get like the Universal Monsters in McDonald's and Burger King. It was like, you know, Frankenstein, and there was a guy called Moss Man, and he smelled like pine. One of those pine car air fresheners in your McDonald's or Burger King meal. Yeah. Like, Mom, these chips taste weird. Shut up and eat your Happy Meal. But Mom, I'm gonna vomit pine fresh. Yeah, why haven't we figured out a better way of making our vomit smell better? You know what I'm thinking? I'm getting one of those weird ideas again. You know? What could we call it? It's some kind of vomit air freshener. Oh, see, that makes it sound like it smells like vomit. No. You know those things you put in your fridge? Like, keeps your fridge smelling nice, keep your fridge fresh? We need one of those. So all you gotta do is swallow this tiny capsule. It guarantees all your vomit will taste lovely. We now have 5 different flavors. You want bubblegum vomit? Hell yeah. With this one capsule, we'll even turn your vomit into bubbles. Whee! It'll become the human bubbleator. Yeah, I fucking love Bucket Life. I don't know why. It's actually one I go back to on the regular. I like this weird anteater alien thing they got going on. This was a cool level. Not too many cool bosses or anything, but it's 2 out of 5.
Looks important.
Yeah. They're gonna redo everything. Met aliens and be like, I don't like you because you're green and speak weird. We're being racist to aliens because I'm assuming you'll be green. Yeah, that's true. We are assuming. The little green men, little grey men, that's been like a whole thing for the longest time, right? I was hoping this would teleport me or something. We don't know what they are. Me personally, I don't even think they're humanoid. Oh damn. What the hell is this? It's one of those jawbreaker machines. Are your jaws broken from eating jawbreakers? With this machine, they'll eat them for you. Isn't there like certain machines that it cracks them open and shows you all the layers and shit like that? Yeah, so the thing with this, if I time it right, we could play this level in Pyro's world and see a completely different storyline. Just like the other worlds. Isn't that cool? But this one seems to be about the seeker keys and that little robot guy, but it'll be a whole different story. Because the last world, it was the Asylum and the Nightweaver and saving those people. Timeless Horizon. And then the next one was about the one true king and the Fays fighting each other. Fays and Drans. Two rivaling elven magical races. That one's technically better than the Mausoleum, but I love creepy asylums, you know. Look at this, we're in like the middle of a black hole. Somewhere up there, Matthew McConaughey is crying into a monitor. Don't let me leave, Murph! Don't let me leave! God damn, oh, what a great movie. Shit, it's been memed on like crazy, but here's the thing, I usually find that with memes, it's either comes from the best possible place, like wow, or the worst. This is a whole nother open area, fucking hell, dude. Zam. That was weird, did anyone else notice that? Yeah, look at that. It's not rendering the world when I go into my map. There must be
Here we go.
some cheeky way of hiding some of the background processes or something, I'm not sure. The Fermi paradox is not coincidental. Aliens just know better than to reveal that. Yeah, my theory on it is like they're light-based organisms and not, they don't have a physical body. I don't think. I think they're probably light-based. That's why, like, whenever they, even the government now mentioning UFOs, they're all the size of Tic Tacs and shit like that. You know, obviously they could have probes and drones the size of Tic Tacs, you know. But I actually think that those tiny little Tic Tac things and all those sizes, I actually think that those are, it could be the aliens themselves. I think that they don't even need a vessel. I think the UFOs themselves could be the aliens. That's a bit fucking hard to swallow, I think. That's what she said. That's how I feel. I think if it's something that's truly beyond our comprehension, that its physical, its body, its being has to be beyond our comprehension as well. We're so baked in history of sci-fi and our own knowledge of what we thought we saw at Roswell and all this, that I think when we actually get to see them, it'll be kind of beyond our understanding. Either that, or it'll be something like in Arrival, where their physical body is so abnormal and out of this world that it's like something out of your nightmares. But they could be friendly, you know, like weird floating, gravity defying and fucking faster than light anthropomorphic things. I don't know, the anthropods. I don't know. Let's go down here. This looks nice. Some kind of thing. Beautiful. God, I came here on holidays. Still better than Brighton. Wait, what? Never seen Interstellar fully. Oh, dude, it's really good. It's really good. It's funny is what it doesn't tell you is what makes it even more interesting. He's a diva for doing that between like Inception, Memento, you name it. He always leaves the audience guessing and wanting more. But I don't know if he means to do it, but to me it creates this never-ending loop of rewatchability in his movies. Because you'll always find something different. Something you didn't see before. And I fucking dig that. Like, people still argue to this day about Inception's ending. And Interstellar is just like that. There's a lot of unanswered stuff. Because it's a space movie, sci-fi movie, but it starts off like most do. With some... Oh, fuck, I wanted to hit the ladder. What the hell are you fighting up there? With yeah, some big problems. The world is ending. Matthew McConaughey just fucking nails it. I wouldn't say it's the movie that like regenerates his career, because he's actually been doing that. But you never know. I'd say in terms of the mainstream, I'd say it was the movie that did it. But he's got so many great ones before that. It's hard to know what was the movie. To me, it might have been like Dallas Buyers Club. But between that, Gold, there's a lot of movies just called Gold. And how the fuck did we get up here, buddy? Just going around the circle now. Hold on now. Hold the fucking phone. You knocked me down here by not climbing the ladder. Where? How do we get out of here? Hello? I think we gotta take this elevator. Yeah, Gold is awesome. Mud is amazing. Even his very short little scene in Wolf of Wall Street is great as well. Can you believe that movie's like, what, nearly 10 years old as well, Wolf of Wall Street? Because people were doing like a huge like time lapse of Margot Robbie movies, you know. They were like, because you know how it is, there's this horrible thing in social media where people don't exist to them until their latest movie, you know, that kind of way. It pisses me off. It's just social media in general. They're very candy floss. It's like, oh, Margot Robbie this, and then I'm like, where the fuck you been, motherfucker? But you know, it's the same people like trying to line her up as the next Barbie, and I'm like, motherfuckers, have you seen her in Wolf of Wall Street? Good lord, she is Barbie for sure. Sweet Jesus! Oh fuck! I fell down again. Bollocks! So you're gonna have these weird girls aspiring to be her, and then they look up old stuff, and you're like, oh. She's like a Google safe search nightmare. But I've watched in her a couple of things. Like, she's had some rough ones, like that Focus movie with Will Smith. But I liked her in About Time. Nice little quintessentially British movie. She plays a semi-love interest. She hasn't done too many movies like in her native accent, which I think is kind of fucked up. But I mean, she's in her height of her career right now. You don't want to mess with that too much, but it sucks. It definitely gives me vibes of Hollywood interfering. It's like, we want to position you as an American actress. Like, honestly, it's hard to even point out the last Australian accent role she had. I'd say it was probably About Time, which was what, 2013 or something now? I'm not too sure. I haven't watched a lot of her stuff. I don't mind her too much. She's alright. She's neither here nor there. She'll probably win a few awards for Barbie. I haven't seen Barbie yet. The Dark Conduit. I like the sound of this. So yeah, each world has about 10 to 12 areas. A couple of world bosses. And like 10 or so bosses. And then, but you won't see them all in one playthrough unless you play someone's co-op world or adventure mode or whatever. It's kind of cool. You can tell there's probably going to be a big robot boss. I will say, in terms of enemy variety, it doesn't suffer from it, but because of the nature of the beast, a lot of the enemies, the mob enemies, are based on the boss, and they'll even show up in the boss. So you can find it getting a little samey just in the world. So like, you'll see this world so far, we've just seen the flying robots, the big melee robots, and then the hatchling mollusk things, whatever the fuck they are, space shrimps. You know, so you can see, like, and that's just, obviously that's just one world. Every world has different enemies, but I just mean in that contained world, they might suffer a little bit. But I think it's just the random nature of it too. So if you have 3 different types of enemies as mobs per world, it is going to get a little bit familiar. But then mix that with like 10 to 12 bosses per world, you know. 2 to 3 world bosses. The world bosses are a big fancy name that comes from MMO, but they're not like an MMO boss. They're just an extremely challenging boss that changes the story. That's all it means, you know. You get that world boss, you progress the story. It's still very clever. It's still, I think, the most kind of addicting Souls-like I've had in a while. I have a little bit of frame rate here. Yeah, I think we've all got a little more critical of movies. And it's a good thing. I mean, it might come from armchair movie critics, the whole YouTube generation. Some fuckers shooting at me from down there. Where are you, little prick? The fucking dog jumped off the edge. Are you good, bro? Oh, he's good. But it's a good thing. I think criticism is important. It's just we have to try and teach the generation that death threats and all that stuff, doxing, and that's not criticism. That's just nonsense. It's childish behavior, even in their 30s, not being able to express their emotions. Comes from both sides, though. You've got critics who can't take criticism, and people who can't give constructive criticism. It always has to lead to personal attacks, hate, doxing. Oh my god, the Matrix it is. So it looks like these mollusks, space shrimps, are actually using us as batteries. Yeah, they went full on Matrix. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. It's the boss character here somewhere. Yeah. Ooh, that's dirty. But I always, as much as like, it's easy to just shrug off a lot of bad behavior online, I do feel like that kind of criticism and stuff comes from a place of passion, you know. I've seen a lot of people get into arguments over video games, and it comes from a good place, a passionate place, but we just don't know how to use our words. Right in the eyes, look at that. Sparkly titties. You're welcome. Fuck, man, they threw that much purple gunk at me. Thanks, doggy. And that's why we have the doggy. I can't get out of here alive. Dear Santa, this year I would like some fucking heals. Oh. Yeah, so I can't recommend Interstellar enough. I think it's one of his top movies. Outside of The Dark Knight. People still are kind of trying to put comic book movies against each other. That's something I see a lot, even in the MCU and DCU and all that. It's like, damn, you're not just happy we're getting these movies. They're like, no, I must compare them all to each other. You've got Spider-Man fans fighting each other, Batman fans fighting each other. You know, from different versions of movie, you know, even outside the comics. Like, damn. Like, people can't just like The Amazing Spider-Man or Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man or Tom Holland or all three of them. They have to deny the other guy his fun, you know.
Here they come.
And same with Batman. Like, people are trying to say like the Dark Knight versus the new Batman, and I think the new Batman movie is absolutely fantastic. It's dark and moody. I haven't seen a gritty comic book movie like that since Tim Burton's Batman, honestly. And Tim Burton's Batman are almost comedies at times, you know, which is fine. It's his whole style. He likes that little dark humor. But the Batman is fantastic. A lot more serious. But the Dark Knight is just exceptional. I think they're movies of their times, you know. There's almost 10 years, oh, it's well over 10 years between the Dark Knight and the Batman. And the same with all the Spider-Man. People need to, that's what I try and say, like, because I do rag on a lot of them as well. I'm like, I have to remember that these are generational things, you know. Just like the games. It might be someone's first this or first that, you know. I need to remember that. It's okay. As long as you're having fun and getting into the series, we're all fans. Man, these are spongy little bastards. Fuck you! You're the one spewing that shit, huh? You'll spew into this cup. I feel like the only time I'll really take a stab at that kind of stuff is when they remake movies. To me, I can't quite sit there and go, this is this person, this generation's version of this. I don't see it like that, because it's a direct remake, you know. I see it as pissing on nostalgia and you know, while using it at the same time. You're suckling on nostalgia's teeth, on the nipple of nostalgia, and then selling it to a new brainwashed generation. It's not the same. It's not the same as comparing Tom Holland's Spider-Man to Andrew Garfield's and Tobey Maguire. I think that they're different. because they're different iterations. They're not remakes of each other necessarily, you know. Sometimes they are. Like, I feel like Superman suffers the most from that. Like, I think Batman gets away with it a lot of times. That's why they're shying away from origin stories, because they're all being directly linked to each other. That's their own fault if you're not doing a better taker. But what's worse is they have the material there in the comic books, but they're too scared to do it. Like, why constantly go after Superman when you've got Superboy, you know, and Supergirl and these things like that can really be done well. Like, obviously I love Superman. The same with Batman. Like, what's wrong with Batman Beyond, you know? Or fucking Nightwing, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's there. It's just they're too afraid. That's what's wrong, man. There's a fucking a fearful movie executives. I feel like games never suffer from that. Games are like, what up, motherfucker? You know this series you like? Here's a whole different brand new take on it. And I dig it. What we got here? The Crystal Heart. I like that. Any goodies for me, though, or is it just... Yeah, maybe. I think it's one of these. It's a new... Nice. On use, regenerates 100% of max health over 10... Wow. Movement speed is reduced, though. And incoming damage is reduced. Okay, so you're only... That's not bad. You're only losing movement speed, really. But you're already kind of slow anyway. That's not bad at all. You'll always... That's really good, because you'll always get 100% of your health. Whereas this one's just... Healed 70, you know. But our health's so low at this point. You can tell that's probably the best of the bunch. You just have to suffer the movement speed for 10 seconds, yeah. But my dog already improves my movement speed, so I can already get around it. So yeah, that's the only time I find myself being hypercritical is when it's a full remake. Because I've talked to people about this, and they're like, look, it's a new generation. And that is always a useful excuse. It's like it's a new generation experience in it. But then you see them re-release old movies in theaters now, don't you? You see? Why don't they just do that? Why can't we turn things into 20, 30, 40 year anniversaries, but have them have a proper, not just limited theater release or release from the vault and Disney or whatever you have it. Why not celebrate it again? I mean, we do, and we do get a lot of Blu-rays and stuff like that, but I don't know. Because 9 times out of 10, any kid out there that normally has a good eye for movies or music or whatever, when they listen to the originals, 9 times out of 10 they actually enjoy the originals more. But sometimes it can come from coercion from the person showing them. You know, it's like, come on, oh, you gotta love it, man. You love this thing, right? It's like, what? I want my mommy. Fucking kids, man. Yeah, I see it a lot in games. I think. But games have a kind of a different beast going on, which I like. You know, you can have a remake that we can all enjoy. Games are so... I don't know what the word is for malleable, I suppose. You can shift them and change them so easily, even in an update. I feel like you can't do that with movies, you know? Do you ever feel like you ever hear of a movie getting like an update while it's in theater? Not really. Sometimes you do, like I think, wasn't the new Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, wasn't it like the audio was like fucked up or something, they had to go back in and fix it? That's happened a good bit. Happened with Bane and his mask and all that as well, with Batman. But yeah, we're in very unique and honestly spoiled, you know, moments of history when it comes to comic book movies. We don't realize that we're entitled. That's what's wrong. We don't realize we have it so good, but because of the oversaturation, we're starting to see more intricate stories, which are good, you know, the Shang-Chi's and that. But you also have the weird stuff. Like, honestly, they must have known when they were going to start it, but trying to force feed the multiverse to people, it was never going to work out. It just wasn't. You know, you're going to have the people that are knee deep in it and they understand it, and then you're just going to have the kids that are there for that movie and that wow moment. But the quicker we sever this multiverse stuff, the better, because it's just become messy. Because the biggest offender is not the audience not understanding your plot. It's creating different movies from different writers that will not, and just honestly are told by fucking people like Kevin Feige or whatever his name is. They're told not to read the fucking comics. They're told not to watch the other movies. So they're falling on top of themselves and breaking their own rules that they've set out. It's just, sadly you hate to say it, but it's just simple, cohesive story writing, and they're literally falling down in front of their feet. You hate to see it. Like, I understand he wants them to take a fresh approach, but don't create a multiverses then, you know? You can't have one or the other. It's just the way it is. Either let them create original movies outside of the multiverse, or don't fucking have a multiverse, damn it. Because it's getting really messy at this point. This is another new area? Oh my god. Was this gonna open this big fucking machine? Oh dear. Did I do that? I'm sorry. What is that gonna do? Let's hope it's an air purifier. Fucking doubt that. Whoop whoop. Sounds like it's gonna explode or something. What'd you do, Simon? I'm sorry. I'm super sorry. Like, I'll be honest, I haven't watched that Marvel movie in yonks. Like, and like even DC as well. But I'm here for James Gunn's weird worlds. I'd like to see him really do some weird shit. But on the Marvel side of stuff, there's so many great movies getting lost in the ether and great shows. Like, what's gonna become of Blade? Everyone's fatigued with Marvel right now. What's gonna become of Blade? If they fuck up Blade, man, I won't forgive them. That'll be twice, you know? They already did Wesley Snipes dirty. Okay, he held up that show, that series by himself. Oh man, it's like an empty pod. Hello? No? Something gonna come collect it? Activated some kind of beacon or something. Oh, did I do that? Oh fuck, man, I just sent something into space. Fuck. Yeah, by the time we got like Blade Trinity. Oh, cool. Thank God I moved, huh? Nice. Where's it gonna recover the body, though? Reminds me of finding the creepy blind kids in Loathsome. I'm hearing so much going on right now. Hello? Weird. Some missing bodies or something. Yeah, so I'm still happy we got comic book movies. I just think they need to relax. There's just far too much greed, and it's created oversaturation, leading to bad stories and badly made shows. And, you know, for people like me who's already been kind of critical and apprehensive about CGI, when CGI is just done in a movie fully, you know, it's amazing. Like, we've only climbed leaps and bounds, you know, the avatars of the world. But when CGI is put into a live action movie, why is it so garbage? I think it's got to do with like uncanny valley, where we can't really suspend what we're looking at, suspend disbelief of what we're looking at, right? Where it's like your brain sees live action and sees a whole lot of globs. Oh, no way, Simulacrum. So that gives you, Simulacrum gives you another potion, which is nice. I'll bring our total up to 6. I need to help Pyro with that. Simulacrum. It's also a cool nod because Simulacrum itself, you might have heard it, it's a really cool theory, you know. It's the idea of like a copy of reality, or a copy even of ourselves. You might have seen it in a lot of games and stuff. It's a theory that people like to use a lot. Another one that I like to say a lot is a facsimile as well. That one's more pertaining to like computer files and shit like that, you know.
This is it.
But Simulacrum kind of deals with like realities and dimensional stuff. That's something that The Expanse also gets it. I'm sorry, I'm talking so much about The Expanse. I should wait until I play the Telltale. But I'm kind of in a sci-fi setting, so it's making me think about that. But I've always been a fan of like philosophy and theories and stuff. Like I've never studied it on any kind of a level, but just in terms of my own personal reading, I've always been a fan of it. Because even the concept of being, oh shit, like a theologian, you know. Just imagine having like a job where you just come up with ideas every day, like as a profession. Like I'm not even talking about like I'm not talking about dragons fucking den or some shit. Not inventions. Just theories, just ideas that might never exist. Imagine doing that. Like, people, that was their whole lives. And it's just wild to me that that can exist. Like, obviously every day we come up with ideas. You might be a kid just coming up with things, but people, after sprinting for 2 movement speeds, reduced by 15%. Cool. Reduces initial spread and recoil art. But yeah, I think that's fucking cool. And definitely when it comes to science, all those kind of theories really are used fantastically in games and shows and that. And in this kind of modern world we're living in, especially with the emergence of AI, even in its very infant stage, is both kind of scary and eternally fascinating. And AI, if you don't think AI plays a part in sci-fi and our future, you're crazy. There's the other body, nice one. So I like that. Yeah, with the Expanse, they talk about the theory, which is a very old theory, almost 100 years old now at this point, even maybe multiple hundreds of years old, about the idea behind self-replicating machines. And they came up with this theory. It's called, I believe it's called the von Neumann. It's always named after the theorist that comes up with it, you know. Yeah, they came up with this theory before computers existed, you know. So the idea of a self-replicating machine, and we live in like AI, you know, which if you want to talk about self-replicating, like Jesus Christ, that's the fear, right? You know, we keep going back to the same Terminator meme about Skynet, but that is the fear. That's the idea. Like, what Skynet is a self-replicating machine that became self-aware, realized that humanity was killing itself, and decided that the only way to save the Earth was to kill the thing killing it, you know? Which, you know, no matter what way you look at it, Skynet was not wrong, you know? It's just wrong in its execution and its outcome, but its actual theory of humanity needing to stop killing itself is obviously smart. But yeah, with the von Neumann idea, the self-replicating machine, they theorized like this thing would have the capacity to take us wherever we wanted, beyond the stars, you know, beyond even our reality, because it would be something that would constantly be growing. And here's the thing, I actually have like an argument for both sides of that. Like, I really enjoy the idea of having something like that out there. Now, it probably would lead to our own self-annihilation, but if you were to make something like that and shoot it out into space, and that'd be pretty interesting, you know, let it go out there and grow and learn. But it would probably still come back with the theory of destroying us. A lot of it kind of comes down to the Frankenstein, you know, where the master eventually does wrong by its creation, the creation kills its master, you know. And that holds true with most AI as well. But I think it goes beyond that. AI would always act without emotion or morality. It would always be a greater good scenario. But yeah, I always find it crazy when you see these theories, even in philosophy and even psychology, everything, when people theorize stuff and then it comes true, it's always strange. It might not be exactly how they envisioned it, but it's always crazy. It just goes to show, like, no matter how powerful AI becomes or anything else, like, the greatest, most powerful mind out there is our own, you know. We don't know the half of it. We can almost be very premonitionary at times. But yeah, I like that idea. Self-replicating machines eventually creating its own dimensions and realities. And we're not like that far away from it. I would argue that something as trivial as the Chat GPT and even just AI in general out there, you know, the potential for that to kind of run away with itself is always there, because all AI would have to start at grassroots. most of our understanding of AI ourselves is like what we see in video games shooting against us, whatever. And, you know, that's really basic stuff when it's just reacting against us and it's just following a very simple program. But it's still intelligence, even if it has only one purpose, you know. With the self-replicating stuff, it would grow, it would become almost scarily smarter than us, you know. That's what we worry about. It all comes down to a intelligence dick measuring competition. That's why we're afraid of something like Skynet, and we come up with these huge ideas in movies and games and all that literature, where we just, it's always something that grows out of our control and kills us. It's the fear. The fear of AI has been around since even before computers and stuff, you know. I think it started to reach a high point. Someone just, how did I only got one heal left? During like things like the atomic bomb and that, you know, during the 40s and 50s, there was a lot of fear there, you know. The idea of handing over control of something so powerful to computers and switches, annihilation switches, you know. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting theory, and I do love the way the Expanse handles that, you know. They try and keep it based on, even if it is just theories which were never meant to exist. In reality, it's just an idea. It's cool to see it even in a TV show. I've seen many books, games, movies have their own little spin on AI getting out of control. And even like in comic books and that, you know, you talk about like things like Ultron and that. It's clever. As much as I rag on that movie, the idea, Ultron himself as a character is fantastic, and it's a clever thing to bring into comics, because a lot of comics with villains, they can be very, you know, one-sided. You either got this giant god that doesn't need any explanation, or it's the main character's best friend or whatever. What the fuck is that? Please stop. Ow. Fuck. It's this guy. Now he's all evil. Damn. Sometimes the little mobs are harder than the bosses. That's very rare. That's probably a sign of what the bosses are going to show up. I like that there's puzzles in areas that I've never found. We can lead to bosses and that. If only we could create something like a self-replicating machine, like, but still have it under our control. But I mean, that's just dangerous too, you know. You want, like, if we could go out there and build the AI that could go and build space stations and terraform planets, and, you know, for us, like, think of, because especially if it's self-learning, self-replicating, it would shave off thousands of years of our very, very slow evolution, you know. But like I said, there's always the risk of the idea of, at least the idea of, not, it might not be fully, but the idea of sentience, you know. I think if we were to reach true sentience where a machine can think for itself, and it would still be very limited, you know. I think even when it does now, you can tell. But most of the AI, chat GPT, it's all pulling from things like the internet as well, you know. So it's impressive, but very limiting. And it's good that it's limiting though, because we can't let things evolve more than we can understand them, because that's when we drop the ball. And all we can do when these things happen is we tend to overreact. We tend to try and nuke things in more ways than one, you know. In terms of AI, it would be, you know, to just wipe everything clean. But also actual nuclear shit as well. That's our answer to everything. I like those kind of theories. It's just a little bit of fun on the side, you know. It doesn't amount to anything. It's just giant what ifs, you know. And funny enough, coming back to what if, like I'd say that was some of the most fun, impressive stuff that Marvel has pulled off in a while. That what if series. It was the first time I actually felt like they understood what comic books are and what you can do with them. You know, they're limitless. There's so much you can do. Not to be so completely trapped by your own creation with the multiverse and all that, you know. And something like What If should be exactly what they're thinking of for the next phase. Give us weird, give us wonderfully contained stories that we never thought would make it into live action without beholden to some fucking Phase 9, you know. What's worse is the whole phase concept has been copied by so many, like Sony, DC, any of this cinematic universe stuff. It's basically become the battle royale of movies. It's like we've had movies, you know, and trilogies and anthologies that are all part of one big whole, and it can be done well, you know. But we've gone too far. Clearly, you know, it's been what 15 years maybe? Yeah, I'd say from Iron Man 1. And that's not that long of time, but we're already bored and oversaturated. What happened? Just fucking greed and too much. We've been brought to the all-you-can-eat buffet, and quality has been slowly going down. But it doesn't mean that we can't bring it back. I just think, I hate to say it, but it'd be time just to get some new heads involved, you know. These guys are gonna open up and kick my ass later. Yeah. Hidden details. Yeah! Dark Knight. What I like about those movies is how grounded in reality they are. Even The Dark Knight Rises, which I have serious problems with, it's still fantastically done. I really enjoy the whole fire sale. While they were filming that, actual protests were going on, like Occupy Wall Street at the time. It was pretty fucking wild. Unfortunately, it just... the idea was coming together great, like, as much as you have those big crescendo moments like destroying a football field and all that, football stadium. It just fucking appeared out of nowhere. Look at this lightsaber looking ass, man. You don't deserve light treat. Oh man, he's replicating. Just what I thought he was. Unstoppable minions, huh? That's why they're just appearing out of nowhere. I really like the random nature of the bosses. And the Batman, what Matt Reeves did with the Batman, he fucking, dirty bastard. This fucker's open up too. I never healed. I never rested. There goes my last heal. Yeah, he understood that from the get-go. Damn, they're just able to shield everything. Wanker! That'll finish him off for me. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Look at that hell. Damage over time, baby. I, on purpose, didn't engage in there just to let that wind him down. That was lovely. That was lovely. Sometimes it's nice to get the old poison kill on the boss. Yeah, so I think I love Marvel's comedy. Like, it's obviously gotten really woeful in the last couple of years, mainly because it's just a little woke on the comedy side. That's just modern comedy for you, sadly. But I do like the lightheartedness, you know. It can work, it does work. Like, I think Guardians of the Galaxy, some of the best of the lightheartedness, you know. You can have these incredible, like, universe-destroying moments, and you're like, let's crack a joke, let's have a dance, you know. I like that. Because I think comedy can is a great way of boosting other emotions, you know. Like, how many times can we go from, like, laughing to crying and things, you know. It's a great... And then doing comedy right it's not fucking easy. So when you get it right, it really hits home. Can I open these bastards yet? No. This has been a nice little sci-fi episode of this, huh? I like it. I think we've filled this place up. We'll go down there though. Yeah, it's been tough. I think if what they should do is, like, I think Kevin, once this phase is over, I think Kevin's done an incredible job. I know it might be risky, but I think it's time to get some fresh blood in there. I don't necessarily mean young either. Like, Maybe like they talked about giving a lot of these movies to fresh directors, and I do think that's important. But Jesus Christ, can we stop? Can we stop basing a movie and a director on their past stuff, and can we start fixing the writing? Because unfortunately, directors have very little input when it comes to the writing. And people might say like, but you know, if you don't like these movies and the writing, then you don't like the comics, and that's not true because they're interpretations of the comics, and most of the time they deviate away, way away from the comics. It's writing, but it's like they say they stick to it, but they don't. The Witcher is without a shadow of doubt the best, and it'll be used in future as well. It's the best example of meddling, you know. It's like you've got wonderful series. You've got so much material. Like most of them are lucky. Imagine trying to base a movie just on a comic, which barely has any talking or whatever in it, you know, or a manga. It's like, damn. The Witcher has full novels explaining entire worlds and games, which are just the only way you could fuck something like that up is meddling, and that's exactly what happened there. Like Henry Cavill aside, you know, whatever you feel about him, whether they think he was a gamer bro and all this shite, I don't fucking care. Let's talk about what's on screen right now. The story. You're fucking it up. Yennefer does not do half of the stuff that you've made her do. Ciri doesn't do half the shit you're doing. Even fucked up Dandelion. I had my worries about it, but like Henry Cavill has sadly been the only true north that show has. If you know what I mean, like the one thing leading the show in the right direction, the true north. Everything else has just been fucking rough. But even after season 1, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, why did you split this story up so confusingly? Because I argue that I don't think the books were real like that, and I don't think that the games kind of messed around with his amnesia a bit, but he didn't fuck around the timeline. So you had, I think it was just one of those I'm smarter than my audience moments for the writer, you know. That's some of the shit I hate in modern movies and shows, is the smarter than thou writer, you know. Like messing around with the way, like, some games have been doing it too, like, fucking hate it so much. Flashbacks and telling a story in a mixed up chronological order just to try and shoehorn in special moments. It's just so messy. Why do you think, like, whenever they do this, about a year or two later we get like director's cut where it's in proper chronological order or something? Like things like the Snyder cut and this and that, they shouldn't have to exist, right? I'm glad they do, but they shouldn't have to if you don't fuck it up in the first place. So there's a writer problem, and honestly an editor problem. And although it might be like the Schneider cut, he obviously had the last say of that movie that went out to cinema, so it's as much as his own fault. More times than not, you'll see like director's cuts, but you might see like writer's cuts as well. People were even asking for what, like the Ayers cut for Suicide Squad. Like, no, you're fine, you're fine. I feel like the comic book movies are really starting to show the awkward side of movie making. Like, we've always known it was there, but Hollywood, especially the golden era and that, hides it very well, you know? Because let's be honest, movies are just a series of pieces, you know? Think about going into a fucking candy store, right? And you get your pick a mix, and you get one from each bucket. That's basically what a movie is. Then you gotta attach those gummy worms to those gummy bears and shit like that, you know, that kind of way? That's what a movie is. It's a fucking mess. It's pieces of puzzle, and one piece is from another different puzzle altogether. So every little piece is from a different puzzle. So you imagine how hard that is for an editor to get right, you know? What do you leave on the cutting room floor? What do you chop up? What do you trim, you know? It's very tough. But you end up with some absolute Frankenstein monsters of movies where you're like, where the fuck? Where's that? Why are you jumping? Why are you flashback and flash forward? I always feel, I hate to be that guy, like I think if it's done well, it works really well. That when you mess with chronological order of a movie. But when it's done wrong, it comes off as so pompous, and I know my movie telling the way you know, that kind of way. And it always cracks me up when then they have to do like a version where it's in chronological order. I always talk about Memento, one of Nolan's best movies, right? He has a version on the DVD where it actually puts it in the right order. And I love Nolan. Like, I think he's one of the best, more modern directors out there. But he's also up his own arse. He's up his own arse 6 ways to Sunday. You cannot sit there and tell me that you've heard that guy in an interview and went like, Jesus, man, you're a posh little shit, aren't you? And he is. He really is. Like, things like Inception. This man thinking a spinning top is like the next coming of Jesus Christ himself. I'm like, it's okay, dude. It's just an ambiguous ending. Like, everyone does it every now and then. It's not the be-all, end-all. Honestly, most people don't give a fuck. And then Interstellar is the same as well. And because he doesn't really do sequels, and I don't think he ever will, I love these movies to death. But leaving some things ambiguous can be, I'm sorry, it can be a little bit lazy. I know it's a hard thing to say, but I find it a little lazy. It happens, this is what happens in modern movies. You either get an ambiguous ending where you don't know what happens, or you get a sequel bait. We can't get a fucking proper movie ending anymore. It's so annoying. Like, Marvel kind of has ruined that for us. We're either waiting for post-credit scenes, or it's connected to this and that. They got so bad with the TV shows that you were waiting for the post-credit in the TV show for a movie, and the post-credit in the movie for a TV show. But what they really should be doing is extending. They should be extending those movies with the TV show, and it's not always like that, you know. Like, actually, as weird as it sounds, the Disney side of stuff need to do a better job. They'll do like a pseudo sequel of an animated movie as a cartoon, and I know it's just to sell more toys or whatever, but I actually find it a little bit better. Like, take things like, I know Frozen sucks ass and all that, but they do like little Frozen cartoons and it continues the story, or Tangled or any of that kind of shit, even Toy Story or whatever, and it's really nice little thing, and it doesn't detract from the movie, and it doesn't like take away anything. It's just a fun little story. But I feel like with Marvel, it's like, did you miss those 17 episodes? Well, fuck you then. You don't understand anything that's going on. And people have said this, like Guardians of the Galaxy 3, that whole trilogy is amazing, but there's things going on in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 that you can literally point out with your finger where James Gunn is actually pulling his hair out because of Endgame fallout, you know? And that's horrible. Imagine trying to be a movie director, a writer, an editor with one arm tied behind your back because you didn't watch Loki or you didn't watch She-Hulk or whatever. It's like, we need to get, the further we get away from the multiverse, the better. I think we need a fresh start, because it was a very ambitious idea, but it just doesn't work. It's too many strings attached to everything, and it's rotting the main product. That's what's fucking happening. Alright, speaking of rotting, I think this is the big boss. Big boss, baby. Oh shit, what have you got for me? We're gonna have to fight whatever this monster is. Where's Neo when you need him? Let's go. The Vault of the Formless. Damn. They know how to name stuff. Sheesh. Where are you, oh great Formless? Show yourself. Formless these nuts. Oh. Sorry, but I didn't see it. This might be like a platforming boss or something. Yeah, comic book movies are going nowhere. And I'm glad for that. But let's take a break. Let's fresh start. Like, I don't see Disney ever, Marvel doing what James Gunn is doing. Like, can we write off the MCU to start something fresh? I don't see that happening. I wish. Maybe if Disney sells it off, I don't know. Because they're still making money, and if it's still making money, they don't care. What the fuck is going on, lads? Oh, Jesus. I just hope we can get into a situation where we can get more games and that, you know? We're doing good, but bring back the Activision era, the Beanox, the High Moon, you know? Give me all the games. Poor Insomniac are gonna be bled dry, you know? Let's get more talent in there. More devs working on games. Because there's stories to tell, you know? Fuck yeah. Jesus, that normal? I'm shaking. Getting that haptic feedback on my balls. Stand down. He's immortal. Alright, I'll leave it there. Let him cook, they say. This is a cool idea for a boss. When will the real thing show itself? The real Slim Shady. Yeah, give me even bad licensed games, you know? I don't mind at all. I think what we're seeing is the licensed stuff is now mainly on mobile. I don't know about you, but I'm not feeling it. You can have your Marvel snaps and all that. It's amazing. But give me Wolverines and Ultimate Alliance and weird Spider-Man games and Deadpool and Hulk and where is it, you know? They don't have to be $300 million AAA all the time, you know? Jesus! Is this like fighting in a sperm bank or something? Delivery Man 2, Vince Vaughn is back. What do you mean you didn't ask for it? Yeah, fucking getting it. Good doggy. He's pretty strong. No shade on the pooch. I'm out. Oh, man, thank you so much for hanging out, dude. Good conversations today. I appreciate that, man. Hopefully your legs are on the mend. Get yourself a nice hot bath. Why are these immortal? That's weird. And they're not attacking me either. The dog's like, fuck it, I'll just kill them anyway. Yeah, he's trapped inside of a bookshelf again, you know. Yeah, that was another one of those theory moments. The Tesseract, I love that. Now are they fighting? No. Some of them are just immortal. Even some of the stuff in Marvel are based on theories, like I was saying, Tesseract, you know. Looks like the shock weapon ignores shields. Thank you. That's my glad to make Chucky into it. Yes! The Chucky TV show was really special. It had some goofy moments, but I think that's the beauty of Chucky. People want to shit all over Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky, and I get, like, Seed of Chucky's rough. It is rough. It's a weird one, but it actually, ironically, had like a little trans doll before the whole, you know, internet took over. So it's kind of funny. But yeah, it is rough. Bride of Chucky's awesome, but it kind of brought it back, and somehow we were able to get that Child's Play remake, which not the worst, you know, it's fine, but it didn't interfere with the TV show. In the TV show, you can see it's just a giant love letter to the fans in all its glory. Jennifer Tilly just absolutely owning it, like that musical episode and the talk show episode. Yeah, really goofy stuff, but I love it. I love the cheese, because that's part of Child's Play. You can say what you want. I know it went away from just straight slasher. I mean, that's it at its best, but it's not gone away either. I like horror comedy and the dark humor as well, because I think that's the last remaining bit of humor we have alive. Everything else has been censored and snowflaked and woked, you know. Oh Jesus, okay, this could be the boss, is it? Damn, you're gonna stand right there, motherfucker. Yeah, that's right, bitch. Come on, show yourself. I think I see it over there.
Okay, this is it.
Where's the formless? I want to see what owns these arms. Creepy. Yeah, this seems like a boss. Oh shit. Show yourself. It's like the machine world. Come on. I see something up there. Show yourself. God dang. Oh, I can't heal. Back the fuck off. Yeah, I never want the comic book movies to go away. I don't want any movies or theaters to go away. Why the hell would I ever want anyone to lose their fucking jobs? Owie! Nice, doggy. Too long have we seen great shows go away while the shit ones stay around. Too fucking long, let me tell you. The Fireflies of the world versus the Big Bang Theories of the world. Big Bang Theory even got a spin-off, like, it hurts my soul. Young Sheldon or whatever. What you think? That's definitely the blob from inside, huh? You doing okay? 13 trade points, oh my god. I need to find the... That was close. Woo! I love how it always, like, freaks out just as he dies. Nice. Okay, not quite the boss I was after. I was hoping for some big alien thing. Oh my god. You must have destroyed, like, half of this factory, in fairness. They could even have done, like, a big blob. Like, it seemed like, with this bit here, of the fence, it seemed like I was meant to fight something there. Vault of the Formless. Cool. So yeah, the little number beside it seems to be a power level. So the game does level up with you. Like that. Or like Vault of the Future AA batteries, exactly. Double A-ish. Yeah. Could have been 4 or 5 movies and having to wait 2 to 3 years for Chucky. How do you feel about that? What do you think is a good point for TV shows? Like a good break in between? Because we're going to feel it now with the writer stuff, you know? We're going to feel it whether we like it or not. Does any of this shit work? No. I still don't even have 2. That wasn't even one of the world bosses, I don't think. I think when we get all 5, we'll get into the world bosses. I love that. This is something I do in a lot of games with bosses. If you pick wrong in this game, it makes you fight bosses. And I'm like, yes please. Thank you. So like we were fighting the council in the first stream, and one of them is obviously, it's like a murder mystery, so one of them is the culprit, and I was like, oh, if you pick by accident, you get to kill them. I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And the same here as well. There's like another world boss where you have to pick one or the other because of the dimensional stuff. But if you pick the wrong one, you just get to get that one, and you get to fight the other one as well. I'm just like that. It's like, Jay's duty is just into annihilation altogether. Maybe. I just like to see every boss because there's AI there, there's music, there's, you know, someone worked hard on the music and the AI and the battlefield. So far, the little battle arenas for most of the bosses haven't been great. That's just me, I'm very clumsy. But Jesus, just like bumping into like bodies and falling down into swamps can be aggravating. Okay, what was the purpose of coming over here though? Because that's only a normal crystal, right? That won't get you out of here. It's the big ones that get you out. Have we done everything here? It seems like this would be the only way out. I like looking back at the map and just be like, wow, we really did fucking travel far. Yeah. You could leave the dungeon.